football it is. The Section 8A football playoffs, Ada-Borup-West and the Fosston Greyhounds. We are underway with our pregame show, and the pregame show here tonight is being brought to you by Bitker Inc. Bitker Inc. Fall into tire savings now at Bitker Inc. As the Section 8A football playoffs, the Ada-Borup-West Cougars and the Fosston Greyhounds, yours tonight on KRJB 106.5 FM and yourliveevent.com. We'll take a break here in the pregame show, get you going with pregame coaches' comments, and get you started here tonight as the Ada-Borup-West Cougars and the Fosston Greyhounds match up in the opening round of 8A football on KRJB and your live event.
Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North Ada, with this just arrived 2018 model MT740 Challenger with 18-inch tracks, 2,000 hours, 400 horsepower, 6 remotes, CVT transmission, priced at $305,000. New trade Versatile 846 with 18 4x38 tires, one owner tractor, priced at $39,000. And don't forget the early order discount program now for Amity Bead Equipment. Talk to Chuck O'Neill at Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North Ada, 218-784-2961.
This is Nick Gordon, your ag business banker at American Federal Bank in Ada. I'm proud to call Ada my hometown and look forward to helping you with any of your ag, business, or other banking needs. I would enjoy visiting with you and help you achieve your goals. Please come by the bank or call me, Kasha, or Carly at American Federal Bank in Ada, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Are you thinking about moving to an assisted living facility? Consider Benedictine Living Community in Ada. Located in the heart of the Red River Valley, Benedictine's Ada campus includes Benedictine Care Community, a 49-bed skilled nursing facility, and Mission Court, an 18-unit assisted living facility that shares a campus with Essentia Health Ada. That means you have full access to health care directly on site. Benedictine Living Community in Ada. Learn more online at www.blcada.org or give them a call at 218-784-5001.
Glasses say so much about your personality and personal style. At Valley Vision Clinic, they are happy to work with you in selecting frames that complement your features and vision needs as well as fit your budget. If you're not sure that glasses are for you, ask the Valley Vision Clinic in Ada about contact lenses. There are many advantages to consider when determining if contact lenses are right for you, and the knowledgeable staff at Valley Vision can answer any questions you may have. For all your eye care needs, call Dr. Dave Solseng and staff at Valley Vision Clinic in Ada, 784-4091.
We're back on the Bitker Inc. pregame show, KRJB 106.5 FM, yourliveevent.com. It is Section 8A football playoff action tonight. Number 2 seed Ada-Borup-West, 7-1, hosting the 0-8 Fosston Greyhounds. Bitker Inc. fall into savings at all tires at Bitker Inc. 218-456-7467. The Bitker Inc. pregame show. Down on the field with our pregame coaches' comments presented to you by the Georgetown Farmers Elevator and Georgetown Agronomy. Got Mike Erickson and the head coach of Ada-Borup-West, Paul Tingham.
All right, Coach Tingham, we got the 2 versus 7 matchup here. As you know, you've been in a bunch of playoff situations before. It's all about playing better than this team on this day. So what have we done to make sure we're prepared? And, it's according to the seeds, the game goes the way that you would like it to go.
Yeah, I mean, we're 7-1. They're an 0-8 team, but for an 0-8 team, they're a pretty good team. They've been competitive in just about every game this year. I mean, we were only ahead of them 6-0 at halftime this year. I think Manoma and Walben was only ahead by a touchdown or 2 at halftime. So, for an 0-8 team, they're a very, very dangerous 0-8 team. So, we're definitely not taking them lightly. At this point of the season, it's more mental than physical. You just got to get lined up right. And if you're not blocking and tackling well by now, it's probably not going to happen. So, it was a big film and alignment and execution is what we've been focusing on here since basically the last week and a half, last week and this week. And that's what's going to be the rest of the season. And, we hope to come out and play football like we have the last 2 weeks. We've played, fortunately our best 2 football games the last 2 weeks, and hopefully we can continue that in the playoffs. Our team has improved drastically since day one and since we played these guys in week 2. And, we hope to show that tonight again like we have the last 2 weeks.
For sure, and as I comb through Fosston's roster and I think back to basketball teams and baseball teams they've had recently, there's definitely athletes out there of quality. And so what are some keys that, things you're trying to stop, things you're trying to shut down?
Definitely they have some really good athletes. And, 3-sport athletes that they excel in all sports, and they have some really physical guys up front too. So, we just have to be disciplined, line up right, block and tackle, and we know what they want to do. They have their bread and butter plays, and we have to stop them. And we have some tendencies based on formation. If we can get the kids line up right and they can make the play when the opportunity arises, we'll be fine. Last, like I said, we played them in week 2, and they gave us all we wanted and more. So, we hope to play a lot better tonight. I think we're a better football team right now than we were in week 2, which I hope they are too. And, I just hope we play to our potential. That's been a big thing all season, telling the kids our potential's up here, we're here. Now I think the last 2-3 weeks here, we're starting to reach that potential. And hopefully we can continue that and, maintain that through the playoff run here.
It sounds like a lot of focusing on ourselves and, like I said, doing things the way that you want to get done. So good luck in this game, Coach, and we'll talk at halftime.
Hey, thank you.
That is Ada-Borup-West head coach Paul Tingham joining us on the Bitker Inc. pregame show. And a pregame show coach's comments are brought to you by our friends at the Georgetown Farmers Elevator and Georgetown Agronomy, working with you, the area farmer. Visit Gary Balsam, 218-236-6661, the Georgetown Farmers Elevator, georgetownfarmers.com. The Bitker Inc. pregame show continues. Ada-Borup-West and Fosston High School football tonight on KRJB and yourliveevent.com. We'll visit with the head coach of the Greyhounds, Eric Ockery, coming up on KRJB and Your Live Events.
Have you seen the huge selection of used vehicles that Christian Motors of Fertile has? Stop by the lot, talk with one of the guys about the huge selection of cars, trucks, SUVs, vans, and so much more. They've got a great selection of used vehicles right now. You can view them at christianmotors.com or christiancarsonline.com. One of the biggest selection of used vehicles around, it's Christian Motors. They're proud to be your Chevy and GMC dealer, Highway 32 North in Fertile.
Bruce Visser's with us from Visser Grading. Bruce, we want to get out information and safety reminders during this harvest season. What do you have?
When you're doing your corn and your sugar beets and these fall crops, if the roads need a little extra attention, give me a call, 218-415-0191, and we can come out, get the roads back in shape.
We just want to wish everybody a safe harvest season as well, don't we?
Absolutely. This is a stressful time of the year, and we just want everybody to be safe out there.
Visser Grading, phone number again is?
218-415-0191.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
For all of your insurance needs, contact the Linfors Insurance Agency with locations in Fosston, Bagley, Clearbrook, Mahnomen, and Ada.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
It's the Bitker Inc. pregame show on KRJB and yourliveevent.com. High school football tonight. The Ada-Borup-West High School Johnson Sports Complex, where the Ada-Borup-West Cougars, the 2 seed in the 8A football playoffs, take on the 7 seed Fosston Greyhounds. As Coach Paul Tingham of the Ada-Borup-West Cougars said, these two teams played in week 2. Now we'll get a chance to catch up with more of our pregame coaches' comments with the Georgetown Farmers Elevator, Georgetown Agronomy. Mike Erickson is down in the field with the head coach of the Greyhounds, Eric Ockery.
All right, Coach Ockery, excuse me. What are we looking to accomplish here against Cougars tonight?
Oh, we're excited to get another opportunity to play. It's a beautiful night, and I love playoff football. We have gorgeous weather. We got a tough opponent to play. We want to get out and love the game and get out and get after it and have fun and show what we're capable of.
Yeah, I combed through your roster. You have some really nice athletic kids that have, from my experience, I've seen them play other sports. So talk about that. Talk about some of the tools that you have and you can utilize.
Sure. Yeah, we have one of our better mix of skill kids. lots of the Gray. We have the Gray brothers that play running backs for us and run real hard. Ethan and Gavin are both juniors and twins, and you'll see them in the backfield. We're short Aaron Norland tonight, which is a bummer. We're happy that he's on the mend, but Aaron and Cullen, another set of twins that have had a nice season, and one of our biggest strengths of our team is our return game, believe it or not, and we've been on a lot of lopsided scores, so we've had a lot of kick returns, but having both of those kids back there on kick return, and Cullen's been responsible for a lot of our points this year, is caught some passes and broke a couple big plays. Ryan Dupong's had a nice year, is coming along, plays kind of everything for us, plays wide receiver and is in the backfield as well. So it's Aiden Wolf is out, and Aiden's had a nice year, come a long ways playing corner wide receiver. So yeah, we've got Jacob Rudy and Thatcher Palibicki have kind of manned the quarterback position. Thatcher's played it all year, and we're excited for what he has left, and then Jacob Rudy down the road. So we got kind of a nice core of skill kids and linemen. I'm a lineman, so we got lots of good linemen too. But we're developing, and we're inching along and getting better, and it's a process. It's something that takes months and years, and not days, weeks, and months to get where you want to get.
Correct. And off air, you mentioned the Cougars' defense is looking really solid. So I'm guessing you've talked about holding onto the ball, avoiding turnovers, things like that. So what other keys to the game are you thinking here against Cougars?
Yeah, well, we're a team that any team, but especially us, that we're kind of struggling and coming along. Our ball security is critical. So if we turn the ball over, we don't stand a chance. So you have to be a pretty good football team to be able to turn the ball over and still come out on top. So we have to protect the football, and when we run, and we have to be 3 yards in a cloud of dust and keep Ada off the field. I mean, it's like you said, their defense is improved throughout the year and swarm, and they look a lot like the Ada defenses of old, where it's just 8 in a box and just tons of athletes and kids coming downhill and linemen that are coming along. And we've had a lot of trouble with big D tackles, in our guards. So we need to keep Ada off the field. I mean, that's the way they play offense, and burn clock and try to keep it close and be in the game at halftime. That's one of our goals, is to be in a tight game at halftime each and every week.
All right. Well, good luck to you, Coach, and we'll talk at halftime if you got a little time.
You bet.
Thank you.
That is Mike Erickson down on the field with Eric Ockery, head coach of the Fosston Greyhounds. Our Bitker Inc. pregame show, the Georgetown Farmers Elevator pregame coaches comments, GeorgetownFarmers.com for more information. Working with you, the area farmer, the Georgetown Farmers Elevator, and Georgetown Agronomy. The Ada-Borup-West Cougars and Fosston Greyhounds here tonight, Section 8A football. We'll talk brackets, we'll talk playoffs, we'll get you the keys to the game and get you ready for kickoff tonight as Ada-Borup-West and Fosston do battle tonight. Johnson Sports Complex on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Minnesota.
This message presented by the Minnesota State High School League and the Minnesota Interscholastic Activities Administrators Association.
When you have a project that requires rock, gravel, crushed asphalt, or crushed concrete, or you need some trenching work done, call Visser Trenching of Ada. They'll move the dirt, they'll haul the rock, they'll take care of you. They do a great job. Call Visser Trenching Ada, 784-4381. Good luck, teams, from everyone at Visser Trenching.
Harvest is here, and that means we all need to be careful. Hello, this is Bethany Rentz with Irie Insurance. We want to make sure everyone up and down the valley has a safe and successful harvest. Take extra special care in your travels. Slow-moving combines, mud-covered roads, and debris are just a few things during harvest that can be dangerous. So take your time, watch your surroundings, and most of all, be patient and slow down. For more harvest safety tips, go to irieins.com.
You're protected and appreciated at Irie.
Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity provider.
Rural Enrichment and Counseling Headquarters, also known as REACH, Neighbors Helping Neighbors. That's their slogan, and it says it all. REACH is a multi-agency human service center that helps families and individuals with counseling, food services, and help and support during the holidays. Things such as the backpack program, food for kids during the weekend, and a holiday meal during Thanksgiving and Christmas are just a few of the things that REACH can do. Check them out at ruralenrichment.org or visit their secondhand stores in Holly and Hendrum.
The Bitker Inc. pregame show as we bring you the action tonight on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com. It is the Bitker Inc. pregame show. Rake up savings with tire prices falling at Bitker Inc. right now, 218-456-7467. Playoff football tonight, Section 8A style. It is the 2-seed Ada-Borup-West and the 7-seed Fosston Greyhounds. Now, no 8-seed in Section 8A. Mahnomen-Waubun gets the 1-seed. Ada-Borup-West with their win over Red Lake County. They swap there, and the Cougars get the 2, and the Red Lake County Rebels are the 3. They take on Red Lake tonight in Oakley, and then Ada-Borup-West has Fosston this evening. Polk County West has Bagley. The game is at Cushman Field in Grand Forks, and that game is on YourLiveEvent.com. Here tonight, we've got the Greyhounds and the Cougars, and Mike, you talked to the coaches. They both referenced, back in week 2, it was a night in Fosston where the Greyhounds gave the Cougars all that they could ask for. As Cougars escaped with victory on that night. I believe the final score was 21-0, and in that case, it was, again, an eye-opener, wake-up call for the Cougars and for the Greyhounds. They played a pretty darn good football game that night.
Yeah, and if my memory serves right, I believe the halftime score was 6-0.
That's
so
correct, yes.
That's a goal that Coach Acri talked about, being competitive at halftime, staying in the game, and it's going to be interesting to see how these teams have developed throughout the year.
Yeah, and right now the Cougars, as we heard from Coach Tinjum on Wednesday night, following their victory over Red Lake County, a game that they played that night, forcing 4 turnovers and then capitalizing on all of them, and again running and passing the football. But passing the football has been the key for success in these last couple of weeks. You've got 10 touchdown passes thrown by Aiden Markison in just the last couple of weeks. So you look at the way that the Cougars' offense has exploded through the air with the athletes. The Greyhounds, when these two teams matched up back in September, it was, the Cougars were still trying to find their identity at that time.
Yeah, it seems like the Cougars are firing on cylinders here. Coach Tinger had mentioned that they've played their best 2 games in Week 7 and in Week 8. So, of course, they're looking to build off that. And, defensively in the last game was highly impressive with, the 4 or 5 takeaways.
Mm-hmm.
And then offensively, all that capitalization, bringing the ball down the field, catching the ball, executing plays. Yeah, they've been firing on all cylinders.
No doubt. So it'll be interesting tonight to see how the Greyhounds are able to attack the Cougars. Likewise, you got to play strong. It's the tournaments, it's playoffs. Anything can happen. So that both teams got to be at their best, playing their best as we get towards this time of the year. So now, as we talk keys to the game, we'll do that in just a moment. Part of the pregame show. Winner of this game is going to be moving on. The game would be Saturday, and the plan would be 2 o'clock games, as Mahnomen-Waubun will await the winner of the Polk County West and Bagley game. Ada-Borup-West, they, along with Fosston, winner will play against either the Red Lake County Rebels or the Red Lake Warriors. So that's the slate of games for Saturday, depending on. But Mahnomen-Waubun earns a first-round bye and has found themselves at home tonight, enjoying an evening to rest up a bit. We continue with our pregame show from Bitker Inc. We'll talk keys to the game. We'll get to our starting lineups and kickoff tonight. Ada-Borup-West and Fosston on YourLiveEvent.com and KRJB.
Hi, I'm Kira, a student at Ada-Borup-West School. I want to thank the Booster Club members for their dedication and contributions to all activities at the school. The Booster Club not only gives time and money, but they also care about us kids. Please consider being a Booster Club member and finding more information at the school office of Ada-Borup-West School.
Hey, what you doing?
Crawling around under my planter trying to figure out if I need any maintenance parts replaced.
It's harvest time, buddy.
Yeah, I know, but the guys at RDK Enterprises keep reminding me to check now, just in case I need something ordered.
What do I look for?
Just give RDK a call and ask some questions. They are the guys I go to for answers.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. We will answer all of your planter questions or come out to your farm and take a look at your planter. Give us a call, 701-636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Welcome to the Ada-Borup-West School. This educational campus is filled with energy and a culture of striving for excellence with academics, fine arts, and athletics. With current enrollment over 700 students who are busy learning and participating in school activities, the administration and staff of Ada-Borup-West School welcomes parents and community members to also participate with support to all students. Learn more of the current success and events at the school website ada.k12.mn.us.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Efficiencies are critical, which is why you need a lender who will find the right loan structure for a strong financial future. You need a lender to look out for your whole farm operation. Ag Country.
The Bitker Inc. pregame show tonight from the Johnson Sports Complex in Ada, Ada-Borup-West and Fosston. The winner moves on in the Section 8A football playoffs. It is the quarterfinal round tonight. Saturday's games would be a 2 o'clock start time. Win or lose, I should say win. Whoever wins out of this one's going to be playing 2 o'clock on Saturday in the next round of football playoffs for Section 8A. And our keys to the game, part of the Bitker Inc. pregame show, we look at keys for success. And Mike Erickson down in the field, I think about keys for Ada-Borup-West. You know, they talk about the way that they've been playing defense lately. Yes, aggressive defense, forcing turnovers. Offensively, taking care of business. And they've proven they can run the ball. Did so last week against Red Lake County. And a good run-pass mix, I think, would go a long way for the Cougars tonight.
It seemed very much like the focus was more internal, focus on what the Cougars can do well rather than stopping whatever Fosston does well. So they mentioned a lot about alignment and being prepared that way, so we'll see if that pays off.
Well, the Greyhounds talk about, their specialists, and their special teams game has been something that they've been able to take some pride in this year. They've returned some kicks and punts for scores. They've done a lot of activity that way. So for the Greyhounds, I think, taking advantage of any opportunity that's given to them, they have to be ready to pounce, and they can't be waiting, right? This is a team that's got to be hungry to extend their season, and they're still searching for that first win of the year.
Yeah, for sure. It sounded like one of those Norland boys was one of their returners, and he is an exceptional middle infielder and an exceptional base runner. I would imagine he's an exceptional return guy.
Yeah. Aaron Norland was one that was certainly brought up and Cullen Norland will be in the starting lineup here today. Aaron was the one that they're keeping on the mend here after some injury. So we're going to keep an eye on how the Greyhounds will utilize their specialists, and it'll be fun to see these two teams go at it. They had a very physical meeting back in September. We'll see how it unfolds here tonight. As our keys to the game, let's get back on the field and we'll talk about our field condition report. The field conditions are brought to you by D&D Mowing. Dave Dahl, take your field conditions down on the field. Yes, you can keep your lawn in good condition by calling Dave Dahl, 218-556-2116. Regular cutting and bagging of leaves here in the fall to thatching and bagging in the spring. Dave Dahl will handle it all. Just remember, call Dave Dahl and D&D Mowing, 218-556-2116. And Mike, I know you mentioned about the paint on the field. It's a real nice white paint that Doug's got mixed up down there on the field. What's the field conditions like here for a soon-to-be November weather?
Yeah, the paint is exceptionally bright today. Much better than those JV and junior high games I mentioned a while back. So it's in prime condition for playoff football the way it should be. And on the field, it's cool. The wind's got a bite to it, but it's good football weather.
42 degrees at kickoff here tonight. So with a little wind, we'll get to that here just a bit as well with our field condition report from Dave Dahl, D&D Mowing. We're broadcasting from the Laura Tweeten Thrivent Financial Broadcast booth here today. Of course, plan for the future and leave a legacy with Laura Tweeten, your Thrivent Financial representative, both Ada and in Mahnomen. Ada and Ulen. We'll take a break, come back with our starting lineups, And kickoff, Section 8A football. It is Ada-Borup-West and Fosston, and it's yours tonight. KRJB 106.5 FM and yourliveevent.com.
In the months of preparation for spring planting, all through the growing season and into the long days of harvest, the team at AgriMax is here to help farmers around the Red River Valley with a complete array of services and products. From seed sales to custom aerial and ground applications, crop protection products, and more. AgriMax will help reach every producer's goal, peak profitability. Contact Eli Swenson at AgriMax today at 218-790-6375 or visit them online at agrimaxllc.com.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
John Wayne and Marissa at the Ben & Hoagland Agency of Ada and Moorhead take this time to wish all farm families and farm workers throughout the area a safe and successful harvest. Keep safety in mind when you're out on and around the tractors and trucks and other machinery in the fields and around the farm this harvest season. Don't cut corners when it comes to safety. It could cost a life. John Wayne and Marissa at Ben & Hoagland Agency thank you for your business, and they remind you if you have any questions about crop insurance, call or stop and visit with them. The Ben & Hoagland Agency of Ada and Moorhead.
At Community Co-op, we offer our energy solutions programs to help area farm operations. Hi, this is Rocky Bruin. One of our popular programs is our fuel contracting with only 30 cents per gallon upfront payment, and our pricing programs are a couple quick reasons why you would lock in your fuel contracting price with Community Co-op. Let us help you manage your risk. Call 1-888-935-2281 and we can discuss more of your energy solutions programs from Community Co-ops of Lake Park.
Let's bring you our starting lineups here tonight on the Bitker Inc. pregame show. The starting lineups are being brought to you tonight by Ziegler Ag Equipment. Just arrived on the lot is a 2018 Model MT 740 Challenger, 18-inch tracks, 2,000 hours, 400 horsepower, 6 remotes, a CVT transmission. Priced at $305,000 at Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North in Ada. Full line of Fendt, Massey Ferguson, and Challenger tractors, too. Chuck or Neil at Ziegler Ag Equipment, 218-784-2961. The starting lineups, as we just saw the Fosston Greyhounds come out. The Greyhounds, we'll talk about their lineups as we first will go with the Ada-Borup-West Cougars. Cougars will go offensively. They will be receiving the kick. The tackles are Tate Jacobson and Austin Dryden. Aaron Sipp and Ashton Kesselberg are the guards. Gabe Mertz is the center. The receivers, Lance Kritzberger and Cameron Spaeth. Charlie Shaw. Brennan Fetting, Trenton Sipp are your backs. Aiden Markison is your starting quarterback for the Ada-Borup-West Cougars. Their head coach is Paul Tingham, assisted by Nate McCraven, the birthday boy, along with Dan Jorgensen, Kenley Wallin, Rod McCullum, and Jared Brainerd. Cougars are in the red home uniforms, black pants, black helmets, black numerals and letters here tonight for the Cougars. Those are the starting lineups for Ada-Borup-West from Ziegler Ag Equipment. Starting lineups here tonight for the Fosston Greyhounds. Defensively, they go down linemen Will Kristen, Jaden Bakke, Gavin Gray, and Braden Smith. The linebackers, Ethan Gray, Caden Sanford, and Thatcher Palyabicki. The defensive backs, Brody Sather, Ryan Dupong, Aiden Wolf, and Colin Norland. Fosston Greyhounds won the toss, deferred, and the Cougars receive here tonight the opening kickoff. The Greyhounds head coach is Eric Ockery, assisted by Josh Martinson and Les Viken. Greyhounds in the white uniforms with maroon pants and maroon helmets, maroon numerals and letters for the Fosston Greyhounds. Ziegler Ag Equipment starting lineups as we bring you the Ziegler Ag Equipment starting lineups, part of our Bitker Inc. pregame show. One more time, Ziegler Ag Equipment, the new Brandt dealer. Visit Ziegler Ag Equipment in Ada for augers, grain carts, heavy harrows, and Brandt's new vertical tillage as well. 218-784-2961. the Fosston Greyhounds and the Ada-Borup-West Cougars on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com. Thanks to our sponsors. They are the ones that are making our broadcast coverage possible. With your patronage, please thank our sponsors. At the very least, tell them thank you as well and patronize them as you can. Now, back at the studios at KRJB, Kaylin running the show there. And we've got Natan Visser running the show here today for the YourLiveEvent.com broadcast. My name is Kevin Kochman, and down in the field is Mike Erickson joining us here tonight as well. Mike, welcome back. And stiff little breeze here this evening as our officials from the Otter Tail Association. You got Eric Muckenern, John Gellingsrud, Tracy Hintz, Doug Brueggemann, and Derek Nelson is your referee here tonight. So, Mike, down in the field, yeah, we've got a little breeze. We're getting ready for the high school football kickoff, Section 8A playoff action.
Yeah, it's Boston's going to kick with the wind to start here, coming out of the north.
All right, so the Greyhounds will kick it away, and they're going to move it from the north to the south. Ada-Borup-West has 3 back deep to receive as the kick is away, and we're underway here on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com with a return to the 21-yard line for McCraven. Austin McCraven across the 20, and he's tripped up at the 35-yard line, where it'll be a first down and 10. Ada-Borup-West will have the ball to start the Section 8A football playoff matchup.
It's been fun to see Austin McCraven come into his own here. He's running a lot harder than he did the first couple weeks. He's getting a lot more confident, and it's showing with his play on the field.
Absolutely, and and you kind of start that the game in Warroad was a big confidence booster for him at that time, and like you say, coming into his own these last 3 weeks of the season. From their own 35, Ada-Borup-West comes out offensively. Cougars will send 4 receivers to the right of the formation, 1 to the left, and Markison is in the shotgun. Fakes the handoff, no gives. Cameron Spaeth on an end around. Good blocks downfield. Cameron Spaeth is going to be stopped as he crosses the 45-yard line, and he's stuck at the 49-yard line. Give him 14 yards and a first down on his first play from scrimmage.
Big blocks downfield to lead the way.
Yeah, 4 receivers blocking on that right side and coming up and making plays as the Cougars and the Greyhounds are underway in Section 8A football here on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com. Cougars first and 10 from their own 49-yard line. Back to pass. Markison steps up in the pocket, will fire a pass, and it is going to be incomplete. His intended target looked to be crossing McCraven again that time, and it's going to fall incomplete. Brings up second down for the Cougars.
Colin Norland was close on an interception there off the deflection.
Ball was tipped there, you're right. Nice defense there by the Fosston Greyhounds. So the Greyhounds, again, coming out defensively. They go 4 down linemen and 3 linebackers, 4 defensive back set for the Greyhounds, as the Cougars have been coming out empty backfield the first couple of plays here. Now it'll be second down and 10, ball at the 49-yard line. They'll send 1 back behind quarterback Markison in the pistol, 2 receivers each way as Fetting is in the backfield. And there's going to be a flag before the snap here, as we're going to have, I think, a procedure penalty on Ada-Borup-West.
Seemed to be movement on the right side.
False start is the penalty, and for the Cougars, it's their first penalty of the football game. Totaling 5 yards and move it back here. So it'll be a second down and 15 now for the Cougars. Cougars as a team this season penalized now 33 times for over 260 yards on the year. 32 penalties over 8 games. That's an average of a couple, three. You're a math guy, but maybe 3.5 penalties per game. Is that right?
Sounds good to me.
Something to that effect. Second down and 15 for Ada-Borup-West. They'll come out same formation, receivers each way. Markison back to pass. He'll move in the pocket. There's going to be a flag down in the backfield. Pass is caught, and it'll be near a first down as Lance Kritzberger makes the catch, but there's a flag down in the backfield. There's also a slow to get up Greyhound on the field. Official is going to get the Cougars with a holding penalty, and that is a spot foul from back at about the see where they're going to walk it off from the spot there at the 44-yard line. So move it back 10, and it's going to be second down in a whole heap now for Ada-Borup-West. Ball all the way back to the 34-yard line.
Is a hold on a passing play from the line of scrimmage, or is it from the spot? It does look like from the spot, doesn't it?
I think it was a spot foul, yeah. And the flag came down behind the line of scrimmage because they were back. Yeah, They were back 5 yards there. So, yeah. walk it back, and second and a long way to go. Got to get to the Greyhound 41-yard line. They're at their own 34 right now. Cougars will go empty backfield. 3 receivers left. Send Spaeth in motion. Now a wide receiver screen. They're going to get Kritzberger. He'll split the defense. Kritzberger's off to the races. Down the sidelines, Kritzberger to the house, and Ada-Borup-West will score. That's how you answer, I guess. 66 yards. That is Markison to Kritzberger on a second down and a mile. The Cougars are in the end zone on the third play of the ball game. Score comes with 10:14 to play in the first quarter. Ada-Borup-West goes Markison to Kritzberger.
Once Lance gets those legs going, it's tough to stop him.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 66 yards and a touchdown pass. Cougars will attempt an extra point kick. Jacobson will hold, and there's movement by the Greyhounds. They go offside, so line it up again. Jacobson is the kicker. The holder is Spaeth. Kritzberger's the long snapper. Now the official comes over and has a conversation with Coach Tinjum. Encroachment is the call against the Greyhounds of Fosston. And I don't think they're going to change anything. I think they'll just keep everybody right where they're at least as far as the snapper and kicker combo. And for the extra point, high snap. Kick is going to be no good. So snap was high on that one, and the kick is no good. And on the Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard, Ada-Borup-West leads Fosston 6-0 on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com.
You won this year's chili cook-off. Our girls played in the softball finals last spring. You're not just another policyholder to us. We remember your name. Hi, Cheryl.
He remembered my name.
Because it's your name. That's simple human sense.
Rivers Edge Insurance Agency, Halstead. 218-456-2172.
Jeff, Mary, Dan, Sarah.
Well, the Ada-Borup-West Cougars able to get on the scoreboard their first drive of the football game. They get Lance Kritzberger out of the open from a screen play, and he split the defense and goes 66 to the house for a touchdown from Markison. For Aiden Markison, that is his 18th touchdown pass of the year. Kritzberger, that is his 4th receiving touchdown. And the Cougars lead 6-0 after the missed extra point kick. The Cougars will have it teed up, and Natan will have you zoom in just a little bit like you had prior there on the as we get ready for the action. But we got to get that correct too. Mike Erickson down on the sidelines, that holding penalty behind the line of scrimmage. It just goes back to the line of scrimmage, so holding penalty begins from there. So it was at 10-yard rather than a spot foul. You do that down the field if they're getting that running down the field. You got 20-yard run and hold penalty happens 10 yards in, they'll bring it back from there.
Yeah, difference on a pass play versus a rushing play.
Yes, and that's why I have you here, because you're an official. I mean, you're officially official. That's how that works.
Not so official for this sport.
Okay, but kind of.
Some others.
Kind of official. Anyway, it is the Cougars kicking the football away, as the Greyhounds will get their first touch on the night. Kick is away. Jacobson's kick is, Sip's kick is going to be picked up by the Greyhounds at the 15-yard line, and a little bit of a movement there toward the sidelines. And on the return for the Greyhounds was number 30, Ryan Dupong. Dupong is pushed out of bounds. They're going to get him across the 20, and they'll say to the 23-yard line. First down and 10 for the Fosston Greyhounds. We'll get Fosston's offense out for the first time tonight.
Tate Jacobson made the tackle for the Cougars.
All right, so Cougars and Greyhounds getting ready on this offensive series. We'll see what the Cougars defense looks like when the Greyhounds come out their own 23, first down and 10. Greyhounds break the huddle. Under center is quarterback Thatcher Palyabicki here today. Turning, giving on first down. Not a lot doing that time for the Greyhounds, as Fosston on the carry there is going to be one of the Grays, as looks like got the binoculars on this one too, Mike. There we go. Now we're getting the numbers in order. 27, Gavin Gray on the carry that time. He's going to get a couple of yards on first down for Fosston.
Sounds like those Gray boys are going to get a lot of carries tonight.
Gavin and Ethan, and they are in the backfield, no question about it. Gavin, 27, and Ethan wears number 40 for the Greyhounds. 28 is Thatcher Ballybicky, the quarterback. Now a handoff on second down. Not much doing that time as the give goes to Ethan Gray, and Ethan is tripped up. He gets a yard. It'll be 3rd down and 7 upcoming.
Trent Sipp on the tackle. Well-timed blitz.
Trent Sipp on the season, Cougars leading tackler and one of the leading tacklers in the district as well. Trent Sipp, 65 total tackles, 7.5 of those for loss. That time a yard gained. 3rd and 7 from the 27-yard line for the Fosston Greyhounds. 6-0 Ada-Borup-West leads here in this first quarter of action. KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com. Quarterback Palybicky's under center. The Grays are split in the backfield. The handoff. This is Gavin. He's going to punch forward. He's getting pushed a little bit as he gets some assistance. 32-yard line. Give him 5. 4th down and a couple for Fosston on their first offensive possession.
Good work by the Greyhounds up front to create a little hole for them.
Yeah, and kind of just grinding it a little bit here. And Gray does plunge forward, and we've got a 4th down for the Fosston Greyhounds, 4th and very manageable. Teams against the Ada-Borup-West defense are able to convert on 4th downs 30% of the time, according to stats this season. We'll see what they do here as the Greyhounds come high formation. Palybicky's going to keep it himself. He's got a 1st down. Palybicky gets across the 35-yard line. He'll be stopped at the 36. Got 3 yards, needed 2. 1st down for the Greyhounds.
Greyhounds went on a quick count there, caught the Cougars off guard.
3-yard gain, and the Greyhounds have their first down of the ball game. 8:10 to go, first quarter, 6-0. It is the Fosston Greyhounds trailing the Ada-Borup-West Cougars. Greyhounds have the football here this evening on their first drive tonight. Thatcher Palybicky be under center. You got the football on the left hash. And again, timing, going for the blitz. The Cougars are going to get, I believe, caught jumping this time. They're trying to time that blitz up front, and Trent Sipp in that middle linebacker position. They're going to call the Greyhounds actually with a false start, Mike, so that the blitz maybe is getting the defense, the offense to jump a little bit.
There's a little bit of a flinch on the right side of the line.
All right, so we have a first penalty against the Fosston Greyhounds. It is a 5-yard variety, so 1st and 15 now for Fosston, back at their own 32-yard line. Greyhounds will break the huddle, split a receiver right, split backs the Grays, and now it'll be Palybicky under center on 1st and 15. He'll turn, bobbled the ball, and it is actually was still loose. There was somebody had a hand on it. The Cougars have recovered it right now, but they blew it down before the ball ended up in Cookie's hands there, Ashton Kesselberg. Well, they say it's Cougar football. So, okay, he was the one who had the ball, but anyway, I'm not sure who had the hand on it. It was in a scrum there. I'm not sure who had the hand on it before, Mike. I'm not sure if you saw it. It was on the opposite side of the field there from you.
Unfortunately, I am at a loss as well.
Yeah, in this case, the Cougars will force a fumble. It's a turnover on Fosston. Their first turnover of the football game. It comes 7:27 to play first quarter, and now Ada-Borup-West will have it 1st down and 10 at the Greyhound 33. Great field position, forcing a turnover. It was just a bobbled snap there by the quarterback. A fumble gives the Cougars a football at Fosston's 33-yard line, and they'll come out 1st and 10, 2 receivers left. 2 receivers right, sending a man in motion. Spaeth, Markison back to pass, a fire in the flats. Spaeth catches it, gets away from one. Will get it away from another, and he's pushed out of bounds, crossing the 20-yard line, and they'll mark him down at the 15. It's a nice gain, 18 yards, and a 1st down for Ada-Borup-West. That is the 50th catch of the season for Cameron Spaeth from Aiden Markison through the air.
Brody Sather was able to force him out of bounds.
He kind of really got a good push on him, too, didn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Cameron Spaeth, 50 catches on the season. That's a number I have not seen from an individual receiving the football wearing an Ada-Borup or Ada-Borup-West uniform in years past. To the 15-yard line, it is 1st down and 10. 7:18 to go, first quarter. Cougars leading 6-0 over the Greyhounds. It'll be 2 receivers each direction and 1 back in the backfield. Back to pass, Markison looking far side of the field and going to go over to the shoulder catch. They were looking for Charlie Shaw on that right side, trying to connect with Shaw. It's an incomplete pass, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Just overthrown a little bit.
Going for that back shoulder end zone pass and little rainbow there from Markison, but it's an incomplete pass. And that'll bring up second down. Second down and 10. Ball at the 15-yard line for Ada-Borup-West. They'll split Shaw and also Spaeth to the right side of the formation. You've got a couple of receivers to the left side, including Kritzberger. Now a handoff, and it's going to be Fetting bouncing off of one, getting down inside the 10-yard line. And for the ball carrier, Fetting, he's going to gain, it looks like, 6 yards. And it'll be third down and 4.
Fetting's one of the quickest guys on the team. It doesn't take much of a little gap for him to fire through.
Yeah, just got to give him a little space and let him do his job. And in this case, he found a way to get a couple and get 6. Ball spotted at the 9-yard line now. So third down and 4. 6:40 remaining here in the first quarter. Cougars leading by a score of 6-0. Wyatt Larson is in motion. Back to pass. Markison rolling to his right. Same way as the motion receiver. Markison zigzags. Now goes to the sideline toward the chains. And Markison tries to get down inside of the 5-yard line. It looks like officials are going to mark him at the 6. This will be 3 yards. And so it'll be fourth down and a yard for Ada-Borup-West. Fourth down conversion rates for Ada-Borup-West, 41% offensively. And they'll be going for it here.
Looks like the ball came out at the end of that play.
Okay.
So they would mark him down at if the ball went out of bounds at the spot that he fumbled.
Markison gaining 3. And then, like you say, fumbling out of bounds. Cougar football, far side hash, 4th and 1 at the 6. Markison under center. They go with a full house backfield. Turn and hand it. They give Trent Sipp. He drives his legs inside the 5 as a first down for the Cougars. Still on his feet. They're going to mark him down at the 2. Trent Sipp, 4 yards and a first and goal for Ada-Borup-West.
Trent's really thrived in that role. When they need a yard or two, he's typically the running back that gets the ball.
Yeah, and still the leading rusher on the team. Trent Sipp with now 57 carries on the season, 237 yards coming into the ball game. Has 3 touchdowns, 2 on the ground, 1 through the air. But the leading rusher for the Cougars on the season, 237 yards, regular season football. And Ada-Borup-West now facing a first and goal at the 3-yard line. Full backfield. They give. Sean Green is busted up in the backfield by the Fosston Greyhounds there. Helping up Green as for the Greyhounds flying in, look like Nicholas Johnson makes contact and brings Green down. No gain, a loss of 2 in fact. Second down and goal at the 5.
Yeah, Johnson got great penetration there and took care of the runner right away.
Yeah, Green really never had a chance. It just was contact was made really as soon as he got the football in his hand. Tried to make a quick move, was nowhere to go. Second and goal at the 5-yard line. 5:28 remains first quarter. Cougars 6, Greyhounds nothing. Section 8A football playoffs tonight on KRJB. YourLiveEvent.com as well. Splitting 2 receivers right, 3 to the left now, and an empty backfield for Markison. The quarterback over the middle, pass is caught. Cameron Spaeth, touchdown. Ada-Borup-West leads it now 12-0 on a 5-yard touchdown pass. It's just a quick pass over the middle, Mike, and a touchdown.
Yeah, that's been a really strong connection. Spaeth has been one of Markison's favorite targets all year.
You could say so. 51 catches now, and his 9th receiving touchdown this year. Score comes with 5:10 to go in this first quarter. Markison to Spaeth. The extra point kick this time is blocked by the Greyhounds from Tate Jacobson. And on the Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard, it's Ada-Borup-West 12, Fosston nothing. KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com.
Riverview Health, exceptional people, exceptional care.
Riverview Health is pleased to welcome Dr. Vanita Parikh to their team. Dr. Parikh is an experienced interventional pain management physician specializing in effective treatment options to increase functionality and comfort for daily living. For appointments, call Riverview Clinic at 218-281-9595. Dr. Parikh is seeing patients in both the Crookston and East Grand Forks clinics.
Riverview Health.
12-0, Ada-Borup-West leading Fosston in the Section 8A football playoff game. It is a quarterfinal round tonight. Winner advances to Saturday. It would be a 2 o'clock game. And Oman-Waban awaits the winner of the Polk County West and Bagley game. That also is a 2 o'clock start time on Saturday. Polk County West Bagley, that game is on yourliveevent.com as well here this evening. Ada-Borup-West points off of a turnover there, Mike Erickson, down on the field. The Cougars took 7 plays from the Greyhound 33, and they get in the end zone. Markison finds Spaeth. 5-yard touchdown pass, kick failed, 12-0 Cougars. And now the Greyhounds, saw them move the ball, Mike. I got to think that they'd like to, just hold on to the football, but move the ball a little bit like they did on their first drive.
Yeah, they've had a little bit of promise here. So I'm sure they're looking to build off of that, and obviously they want a different result than a turnover.
Absolutely. So we've got Trent Sipp kicking the ball away for the Cougars. He'll have it teed up, kicking to the north end zone. And again, we've got a little bit of a northerly breeze here this evening. As for the site here, Johnson Sports Complex in Ada, we've got 42 degrees at kick. Right now I've got 41 degrees, the current temperature, with wind out of the northwest, 5 to 10 miles an hour. Kicks away, and the Greyhounds will return it. Nice moves up to the 20, 30-yard line. Greyhounds will be rushed out of bounds there as a return by, return by Ryan Dupong again. Up to the 30, it'll be first down and 10. We've got Polk County West, by the way, leading Bagley 13-0. Their first quarter games at Cushman Field in Grand Forks, and one of the other 3 quarterfinals is going on tonight here in 8A football. The other game, Red Lake County and Red Lake, is on 96.7 FM KKCQ and on GVTV as well here this evening. We've got the Fosston Greyhounds coming out, first down and 10 from their own 30-yard line. 5:04 to play first quarter. Ada-Borup-West leads it by a score of 12-0. Greyhounds under center. It'll be Palyabicki giving on first down, and on the carry there is going to be 27 Gavin Gray, and not much doing back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 upcoming.
Yeah, Wyatt Larson and Grayson Catlett in on the tackle.
It's Mason Larson, Grayson Catlett, Austin Dryden, and Wyatt Larson, your front line for the Cougars defense. Then Trent Sipp and Gabe Mertz, the linebackers. Charles Shaw, Austin McRaven, Cameron Spaeth, Lance Kritzberger, Brennan Fetting, the defensive backs. 2nd down and 10 at the 30-yard line. Greyhounds go I formation with it, and Palyabicki hands it off again up the middle, and once again it's Gray, and it's Gavin Gray plunging ahead, 32, make it 33-yard line. He'll get 3 on the carry, and it'll bring up 3rd down and 7 here for the Greyhounds as Catlett's got to come out. He lost his helmet there, Mike.
Yeah, and it was a play where the Cougars really swarm tackled and a lot of guys in on it. I didn't quite see what happened with Catlett.
Sometimes the helmets they slip off, fall off, whatever it is, and you, immediately that's a rule. You got to come off the field for that one play at least. And the Cougars have been rotating in players, red and black teams set up here from Coach McRaven on the defensive side. 3rd and 7 for Thatcher Palyabicki and the Greyhounds. Back to pass. The lefty Palyabicki is hit as he throws. The ball is tipped. And did the Cougars intercept the football? It's loose. We got a whistle. And the officials are going to give it to Ada-Borup-West. And is it Wyatt Larson with the interception? I think it is.
I saw that ball hit the ground, so I'm not sure if
they're going to rule it a fumble,
and then the Cougars fumble and then retain possession, or what's going on.
Yeah,
It seems like the officials are talking right now.
Yeah, I had the ball in the air. Quarterback was hit as he threw, and so we're going to go with a fumble. I really don't, like you said, Mike, I don't really know how they're going to score that. I'm going to go with a fumble. We'll call it a turnover at any rate. Cougars have the ball at the Greyhound 23-yard line and back to pass. Markison looking left, firing to the end zone. Cameron Spaeth there, touchdown. 23 yards through the air. Cougars strike again, 3:30 to play in this first quarter, and there's a quick strike. So from the Fosston 23-yard line, it is a score here in the first quarter. 3:30 to go. Ada-Borup-West, Markison to Spaeth. 23 yards and a touchdown. Cougars leading 18-0, and they're going to come out and try to get this extra point kick thing figured out. They had one that was a bad snap, ended up getting blocked. Second kick was blocked, and now here as it's going to be Spaeth holding, and again, Tate Jacobson to kick. Snap spot. Jacobson's kick this time is up, and the kick is right down the middle, and it is good. And on the Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard, the Ada-Borup-West Cougars now lead the Fosston Greyhounds 19-0. KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com.
My name is Jared, born and raised in Minnesota, and I'm a project director at Enbridge. Enbridge is more than a pipeline company. It's a company participating in renewable energy projects in Minnesota and abroad, and I'm really proud to be working here.
We believe a cleaner energy future is achievable. For over 20 years, we've been early adopters of renewable energy, and we're proudly committed to net zero emissions by 2050. To hear more from Jared, visit enbridge.com/Jared. That's JERRID.
19-0 Ada-Borup-West leading Fosston, as this is the quarterfinals of Section 8A football. The other quarterfinal we have on YourLiveEvent.com is Polk County West leading Bagley 15-0 now, and we've got that on YourLiveEvent.com. Red Lake County Red Lake is on KKCQ-FM 96.7 and GVTV here this evening from Oakley. Here, Ada-Borup-West capitalizing now on 2 Greyhound turnovers and a touchdown pass to Spaeth from Markison. They have now connected, Mike, on this season 10 times through the air, and 20 touchdown passes for Aiden Markison this season. Big numbers.
Big numbers. And, really capitalizing on that turnover once again.
19-0 Ada-Borup-West leading Fosston, and the Cougars will kick the ball away. Again, going to that north end zone, and wind speed between 5 and 10 miles an hour out of that north-northwest. Sip will kick it away. And back deep for the Greyhounds. Returning this football is Gray from the 25-yard line. He'll bounce off of one defender, get up to the 30-yard line, and then is brought down. I believe they're going to say 36-yard line for the Greyhounds, a first down and 10. This will be their third possession, and it'll be Greyhound football here with 3:23 to play first quarter, and a 19-0 Ada-Borup-West lead here. The Cougars leading the Greyhounds tonight.
It looked like Kritzberger and Schallen on the tackles, and thank God they're wearing numbers. Otherwise, I don't think I could tell them apart.
Yeah, they're similar builds, that's for sure. From their own 36, a first down and 10 for the Greyhounds. Thatcher Palyabicki will be under center for Fosston. Greyhounds have I formation behind him. Turning, handing the ball off, it's Gray. Gray spins and is brought down. Positive yardage here to the 37, make it 38-yard line. Going to give him a couple on the play.
Looked like Catlett was able to trip him up.
Gavin Gray gets 2, and for the Fosston Greyhounds now facing second down. Trying to hold on to the football this possession and move here a little bit. Get some positive momentum offensively with 2:55 to go in this first quarter. Greyhounds will break the huddle. Palyabicki will be under center. Receivers, one to the left. 2 tight ends are set. Split backs in the backfield. Palyabicki will turn, will hand the ball off. This time it's Ethan Gray getting the carry. He'll plunge ahead to the 41-yard line. Gain of 3. Third down and 5 upcoming.
Alex Bourne in on the tackle.
Bourne, another one that's been rotating in on the defensive line for the Ada-Borup-West Cougars as of late. And third down upcoming here for the Greyhounds. And Cougars will have plenty. And Catlett's one that's stepped out here now, too, for the Cougars defense. Some rotational guys coming in, getting their opportunities. Mixing up some different combos. Good for the coaches to see that. Turn on third down and 5. Palyabicki will hand it. This is Gray again, and that is Gavin Gray. Gavin from the 41 up to the 43. He'll gain 2 more. It's going to be fourth down and along 3 yards.
Charlie Shaw with the tackle.
Shaw getting into it a little bit. Another guy that's seen some big numbers tackling here this season. And Charlie was the D end and moved out to defensive back and has seen success there. He has 2 sacks on the season plus an interception, defense-led interception last week against Red Lake County on Wednesday night. Greyhounds, fourth down and 3 at the 43-yard line. Palyabicki going to hand it off, and Ethan Gray nowhere to go. Cougars defense stops him at the line of attack, and it is a turnover on downs for Fosston with 1:21 to play first quarter. Cougars leading it 19-0, and defense of the Cougars strong that time. Greyhounds turning it over.
Trent Sipp got him in his grip, and he wasn't letting go.
He's a tough guy to get away from. Kind of like one of those cobras, right?
That's one way to put it.
Maybe I'm going to go with that. Maybe that's his new nickname, Cobra. Let's see if we can get that started. You're on the Buffalo Plaid train. Trent Sipp being called Cobra. Let's get that going.
All right.
get it going. I'm not sure. We'll see what happens. Cougars will have it. Dave, does that sound good? I mean, we're going to go with that? Cobra Sip. I'm saying he's going to do it. Dave's going to put it out there on the PA. I think we're in good shape. Cougars 1st and 10 from the Greyhound, 43-yard line. Empty backfield, screen pass. McCraven left side from Markison. Goes into the defender, and the ball came loose after the point of attack here. They're going to say he stepped out of bounds before the ball came out. Crosses the 30 down to the 28, so 15 yards and a first down. That was dangerous to lose the ball along the sideline like that.
Yeah, number 12 for Fosston. Let's see here, Brody Sather. He got his helmet up right on the ball and forced it out, but luckily for McCraven, he had stepped out by then.
Cougars, their second first down of the football game. And they have it now with the clock stopped at a minute 21 to play first quarter. 1st and 10 from the Greyhound at 28-yard line. And Markison, the quarterback, after the pass to McCraven. Get under center this time, and he's got Fetting behind him. And 3 receivers bunched to the left. Bootleg. Quarterback Markison fires. Pass is caught, and a big collision. Lance Kritzberger hangs on, is hit hard there by Thatcher Palyabicki in the defensive backfield. They're going to say incomplete is the pass, so it'll be second down.
Yeah, nice little play set up there, but Fosston put a great hit on Kritzberger there to knock it loose.
Give Thatcher Palyabicki the credit with a big collision, and it'll be 2nd and 10. 1:03 to play first quarter. Cougars leading 19-0 over the Fosston Greyhounds here. High school football. The winner of this game will play the winner of the Red Lake County Red Lake game. If the Cougars come out victorious, that'll be right here at the Johnson Sports Complex on Saturday at 2 o'clock. The Cougars in the pistol. Not be shotgun this time for Markison. Empty backfield. Back to pass, Markison. Fires over the middle. Pass is caught again by McCraven. He'll cut it up. McCraven's got a first down, and another big offensive collision by McCraven. He was the aggressor. Down to the 10. 18 yards of first down, and it'll be 1st and goal for the Cougars at the 10-yard line.
Fosston was able to get some pressure on Markison there, but Markison found a little bit of a window to hit McCraven.
1st and goal for the Cougars after that 18-yard connection from Markison to McCraven. And another first down, capitalizing there for Ada-Borup-West. Their 3rd first down here in this first half. Clock running, 38 seconds to play in this first quarter. Cougars at the Greyhound 10-yard line, 1st and goal, empty backfield. Markison trying the little swing pass screen there to Spaeth. It's incomplete, went right through the mitts, and it'll be stopping the clock, 26 seconds to play first quarter, 2nd and goal at the 10.
Yeah, uncharacteristic drop there from Spaeth. Doesn't happen often.
No, it was about right the way that they like to run that play, kind of a little bit of a swing. You get it out in front of him, let his hand stretch out and grab it. Incomplete pass it is, and it'll be 2nd down and 10. 19-0, Ada-Borup-West leading Fosston. Cougars break the huddle. Empty backfield. Markison, the quarterback, in the shotgun. 2 receivers right, 3 to the left. Takes the snap, pumps over the middle. Pass is caught in the end zone. Kritzberger hangs on to this one as it is a touchdown. Ada-Borup-West lands Kritzberger, and the end zone goes for 6 more.
Yeah, the pump fake on that screen brought some of the Fosston defensive backs towards the sideline, and there was Kritzberger right in the middle.
Kritzberger with his 2nd touchdown catch of the football game. That time a 10-yard score. Now kicking the extra point for Ada-Borup-West. Yeah, that's going to be Arda Aiden. And Aiden's extra point kick is up, and it is good. Arda Aiden through the uprights. On the Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard, it's Ada-Borup-West now leading 26-0 over the Fosston Greyhounds on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com.
Farmers, are you shopping for a bank that has many flexible options tailored to fit your farm's unique financing needs? Franzen Bank is an approved Farmer Mac lender, meaning they can offer long-term fixed-rate loans on equipment, land, operating lines of credit, and more. Being a Farmer Mac approved lender also means Franzen Bank can get you a decision quickly. Learn more at franzenbank.com/farmermac. Franzen Bank and Trust. Real people, real results. Member FDIC.
Arda Aiden with the extra point kick following the Markison to Kritzberger 10-yard touchdown pass. The score, 26-0. Ada-Borup-West leading Fosston. Polk County West, by the way, leads Bagley right now 22-0. That game in the second quarter, another quarterfinal here in the 8A football playoffs. So Kevin Kochman, Mike Erickson with you. Natan Visser running things here with YourLiveEvent.com. Kaylin back in the studios of KRJB for high school football on this Tuesday. Section quarterfinal night, high school football in Minnesota. Host of games going on in the state, of course, and a lot of buys too. I was looking through brackets in all classes, and there's a lot of one seeds getting buys, or even in a couple of cases like Section 8 4A football. There's only one quarterfinal tonight because of only having 6 teams or whatever the reason is. So in Section 8. Number 1 seed Mahnomen-Waubun gets a bye here. Is only 7 teams in the section this year. So we've got that going on, and looking forward to a busy Saturday as well. But we've got high school volleyball tomorrow night, Mike. Section 6A and Section 8 AA playing volleyball on a Wednesday. So we got that going on too.
Yeah, fall playoffs are upon us,
and it is a wild and crazy one, that's for sure. The PAT kick by the Cougars was good as mentioned, 26-0. Cougars leading the Greyhounds here with 21 seconds to play first quarter, and here comes the kickoff. Sips kick is away, and the Greyhounds will pick it on the up men here, and a nice collision. Some pads popping. I heard it up here in the booth.
Ball's out. McCraven has it. We'll see what the officials call.
Are they saying it's Cougar football?
No signal yet.
Still awaiting. Still awaiting. Officials are saying they're looking at each other like who's going to have the ball. Yeah, Cougars got it. So a turnover on the kickoff as Ada-Borup-West is going to have it. That was Dustin Bailey, who was the return man, and he was hit hard, and the ball came loose right on the point of attack. And like you said, McCraven comes up with it. He's getting some excitement there from the coaching staff. Cougars forcing another turnover with 18 seconds to play in the first quarter.
McCraven was the one that delivered that hit as well.
He did.
That,
kind of a full-service
guy. We
talked
a little bit about how he's really coming into his own, playing with a lot of confidence. It's showing tonight.
Jeez. Yeah, he's definitely bringing the heat, and bringing the energy as well for the Cougars offensively from the Greyhound 36-yard line. And on first down, likely the last play of the quarter, Cougars turn and hand the football off. Fetting going to go down at the line of scrimmage, so no gain for Brennan Fetting on the carry, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter. Cougars leading the Fosston Greyhounds on the Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard, 26-0. It is the Cougars with the football at the Greyhound 36. They'll go to the south end zone when we come back on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com.
Whether you're in need of a short-term or long-term care stay, Halston Living Center offers a variety of first-rate services with a tailored plan to exceed your expectations at any level of care. With Halston Living Center, there is an attached medical clinic and independent senior housing facility. Physical, occupational, and speech therapy services are available for both inpatient and outpatient. Respite care is available too, as well as hospice services. Call 218-456-2105 for openings available now with Halston Living Center, or find more information at halstonlivingcenter.com.
Lesmeister Dental is dedicated to providing its patients with the best appropriate dentistry to help them maintain their health, comfort, and beauty for their lifetime. We know every person is different, and we will help you stay healthy and offer the level of care that you desire. With offices in Crookston at 1726 University Avenue or by phone 253-4204 or 281-4323. See or call Lesmeister Dental today.
Back out of the timeout as quarter break. Ada-Borup-West with the football, leading 26-0 over the Fosston Greyhounds. Kevin Kochman, Mike Erickson with you tonight on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com. Quarterfinals of Section 8A football here tonight. Cougars are rolling in the first half as flags are being flown. Pass is caught by Shaw on a pass from Markison, and Shaw's going to score a touchdown, but there are flags right there immediately, and the play isn't even over. We're getting a holding call as the Cougars will bring it on back. That'll be from the line of scrimmage, as we discussed earlier, Mike.
Yeah, and they're going to get Ashton Kesselberg on that one. A guy got by him, and he held on just a bit too long.
Well, you can't do that. You can't be doing that. That'd be a hold, and that's a penalty, as they say. So it is a 10-yard variety, and so becomes now 2nd and 20, and it takes away a Charlie Shaw touchdown. Move it all the way back here. Second down and 20. Back to the 46-yard line of the Greyhounds. Cougars still in Greyhound territory. And they will break the huddle here. Ada-Borup-West will come out, leading 26-0, and it is second down and 20 yards to go. They'll split 3 receivers right, 1 to the left, pistol formation. Markison's got Fetting behind him. Little pump fake again. Fetting goes left side. Fetting caught in stride, then the ball came loose. Did they say it incomplete? They're saying no. Caught all the way down. They'll bring it to the 4-yard line. So it's a 42-yard connection. The ball came loose, but it came the ground forced the ball out. So a first and goal at the 4-yard line for the Cougars on that pass completion to Spade. Was caught in stride, and Spaeth gets down the field, and it is first and goal at the 4. So the Cougars will huddle up and get to the line of scrimmage here with 11:25 to play in this first half, leading 26-0, trying to put another one on the board here. The offense starting to click a little bit. Points off of a turnover, and then try to pitch. Just as I say they're starting to click, Sean Green jumps on top of the football, and then is hit hard by the Greyhound defense. It'll be second and goal, and the ball will be all the way back at the 18-yard line. It's a loss of 14 on a pitch, a bad pitch, I guess, between a connection there between Green and Markison.
Yeah, it looks like receivers are coming back in, so we'll see what the Cougars have set up for second and long.
See what they dial up here. Yeah, second down and not I can say back into the 16, so benefit of a couple yards there. So a 12-yard loss on the play. Back to the 16. And 10:35 to go, second quarter. 26-0, Ada-Borup-West leading Fosston. Cougars going to send 3 receivers to the left of the formation, 2 to the right. Markison is alone in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Back to pass, looks left, over the middle now, and it is going to be knocked away. Great coverage by the Greyhounds that time, Mike. I know Cullen Norland was one that was trying to ball hawk that one and take it away. Just trying to squeeze, had a small little window. Markison's pass knocked away, and a good defense by the Greyhounds.
And in addition to that, their defensive line is scheming up some new things. We're seeing some twists and some other stuff going on there.
One thing for certain, you're going to get a lot of effort from the Greyhounds, and that's, it hasn't resulted in wins this season, but the guys are playing hard, and they're doing some different things and receptive to changing and coaching out there. Full backfield, Markison going to roll up. On third down and goal at the 16, he's going to tuck it and run it, lowers the shoulder, and is pushed out of bounds down at the 10-yard line. So we get 6 back.
Flag on the field.
Okay.
In the area of late hit out of bounds, but we'll see what happens here.
Yeah, I did not see the flag come out. It's my view is blocked by the sideline of the Cougars. So a third down and goal at the 16, gets 6. And now the officials having a conversation with Coach Tinjum. Markison talking as well. We get the call. It's going to be a personal foul on the Greyhounds. So that'd be an automatic first down and a half the distance to the goal. So ball, I believe, goes to the 5 on that penalty. So first and goal at the 5 now for Ada-Borup-West. And Markison gets the 6 yards on that gain as well. Greyhounds, their second penalty, totaling 10 yards here in the game. And we're going to get a timeout on the field. We'll take it as well. Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard. Ada-Borup-West 26, Fosston nothing. KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com. Solutions, Hitterdall, Minnesota.
We're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Escape the Minnesota winter, March 10th through 19th, as we become immersed in Hawaiian culture and take in the breathtaking views of Oahu, Kauai, and Maui. Enjoy a balance of scheduled must-see attractions and free time to relax in paradise. Visit holidayvacations.com keyword RJ for more information.
Well, we are with 10-12 to play in this in the second quarter. The Ada-Borup-West Cougars are down at the 5-yard line, and
the down marker says 4th down.
The down marker says 4th down. After the personal foul penalty, back to pass, looking pass is knocked away, and is it a turnover on downs now after the penalty? The rules of the game.
That's what it appears.
So
usually personal fouls result in a first down, but
very confusing. A personal foul after the play. It's I don't know. There's some confusion. We're gonna have to get to
right
a halftime question mark there, Mike.
We gotta get our nose in a rule book here.
Yeah, we got it. We should really do that. Study a little bit. That'd be helpful.
Yep.
All right. Well.
Instead, here we are sounding like idiots.
Yeah. Well, turnover on downs, and and it's 10:09, and you got 2 or 3 people watching and listening here tonight, so we got that going on too. So with the ball at their own 5-yard line, Greyhounds have it. First down and 10. 10 minutes to play, second quarter, and the Cougars defense fired up as a handoff goes on first down. That's going to be for the Greyhounds. Ethan Gray, and we're going to give him to the 6. He gets a yard. Second down and 9 here for Fosston. So Fosston, first down after getting the Cougars to turn it over on downs. It'll be the Greyhounds now. Actually, they're going to say he's up to the 7-yard line, so they're going to give him 2 on the play. Yeah, we got to get that ruling figured out here. I'm not sure how and why and what here, but I know the officials doing their job. And we'll get the answer on our end, know what's going on. Hand the ball off. Greyhounds trying to stretch it to the outside that time. And that time for Fosston, it's going to be the quarterback, Palyabicki, on the keeper. And Palyabicki is going to be brought down. He gets up to the 8-yard line. Going to gain another yard. No, actually, I was going to say back at the 7. No gain on the play, third down.
Cougars are playing some smash mouth football. There's a bunch of guys getting on tackles, swarm tackling, and as Coach Acri mentioned pregame, it reminds you of Cougar teams of old. That's usually a common theme on some of the best Cougar teams.
Third down and 8 at the 7. Greyhounds break the huddle, I formation. Palyabicki is under center, and they'll turn and pitch right side. Gray, nowhere to go. Cougars defense swarming, and Sip is there. Brings down the ball carrier, and that time Gavin Gray is brought down. They're going to say back at the line of scrimmage again. I didn't know if he got back to the line of scrimmage in my binoculars, but they'll put him at the 7, fourth down. No gain for Gavin, and a fourth down for the Fosston Greyhounds as Cougars swarming to the football like Mike just mentioned. Leading 26-0 with 8:12 to play in this second quarter, and the Greyhounds will be kicking the football. They're going to be in punting formation. As right now, before that, we're going to get a timeout taken. We've got a timeout for the Cougars. We'll take it. 8:06 to play, second quarter. Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard. 26-0 Ada-Borup-West leading Fosston. 8A playoffs on KRJB and yourliveevent.com.
Hi, this is Paul Peterson from Security State Bank in Oakley. Have you been dreaming of getting a new vehicle, recreational vehicle, or want to take a special vacation? Security State Bank can help. Our hometown service and experience can make your dreams a reality. For great rates and service that is second to none, talk to Wyatt or me today by stopping in or calling 218-796-5157. Security State Bank of Oakley, your hometown bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
We've been around long enough to know that research in the lab reaps rewards in the field. At the Cess van der Haaf Innovation Center, we're working to develop sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature. We're dedicated to improving what we produce, so you can be too. Contact your local Cess van der Haaf dealer to learn about our varieties suited for your soils. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Cess van der Haaf, a passion that grows.
Back out of the timeout, a punt by the Fosston Greyhounds is going to be picked up. I know that Cougars not pleased with special teams. Guys got to get out of the way, and in this case, the Palyabicki and the Greyhounds have marked it down there. So ball is going to be spotted at the mark it down at the 33-yard line of the Greyhounds. 1st and 10 for the Cougars. Our timeouts are brought to you by Freedom Fuel in Ada. For the fastest pumps in town, it's Freedom Fuel, Highway 9 in Ada. Kevin Kochman, Mike Erickson with you. Cougar football following a Greyhound 3-and-out and a punt here. So from Fosston's 33, 1st down and 10, Ada-Borup-West, leading 26-0, had their last drive stalled out inside the 10. It's going to be a pass caught by Cameron Spaeth, getting away from a couple, but a flag is down to the 31-yard line. Looked like maybe a little bit behind in the pass play.
In the area of a hold.
As it stands, Spaeth inside the 20-yard line, and they're going to have a penalty on the Ada-Borup-West Cougars. I did not see the official make the signal.
A legal man downfield.
Okay, so with that, you're going to move it back from the line of scrimmage and negate the play. 5-yard penalty, and would have been a 1st down, but now, in this case, it's going to be 1st and 15 from the 38-yard line. The 4th penalty on the Cougars here tonight. Well, certainly not a lot of flow to this one. Cougars have been up on the scoreboard getting things taken care of and scoring off of some Greyhound turnovers early on. Not a lot of flow, though, and now we're getting into that penalty game. Everybody's got to stay sharp and refocus out there, Mike.
Yeah, Cougars have been moving backwards quite a bit here with penalties, so time to regroup and get back in the end zone.
All right, so it's Markuson in the pistol formation. He fires a pass left side and a little bit kind of on a brief post route there. They were trying to squeeze one into Cameron Spaeth. Coverage provided by the Greyhounds looked like Jacob Rudy, among others, out there knocking down the pass. A reminder to get focused, and of course, Valley Vision Clinic, Dr. Dave Solsing and the staff ready to help you get your eyes examined and get you in some prescription lenses or contacts as well. And Valley Vision Clinic in Ada in the Valley Square building. 2nd and 15 upcoming, and an incomplete pass there. Mike brings up 2nd down for the Cougars. They were trying to squeeze one in a small window again.
Yeah, Spaeth got tripped up a little bit. He clicked some heels. Nothing against the rules, just incidental contact.
Markuson back to pass again. Screen set up. Flats. Markuson to Fetting. Fetting gets by one tackler, would-be tackler, and is pushed out of bounds inside the 15 and down to the 10-yard line. On some blocking downfield, you might have saw this, Charles Shaw. He was in the area, involved with a Greyhound defender, and recognized he could be in an area where they could call him for either a hold or a block of the back or something. He just kind of stopped and put his arms up in the air. A lot of good self-awareness there by Mr. Shaw as the Cougars get to the 35-yard line 1st down, or to the 15-yard line and a 1st down.
Well, if there's one thing I know about Charlie Shaw, he's one smart cookie.
18-yard connection. Hey, remember when we were talking about guys I put down on my scorebook? Which player did I not write down?
That one.
Yes. And McCraven earlier, too, but I digress. 18-yard connection. Fetting with the catch. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line, and the Cougars earn a 1st down for the 5th time in the game. Markuson passing. Fetting again. Fetting is spun down at the, they say maybe stepped out of bounds at the 12. They're going to give him 3 yards. So 2nd down and 7 upcoming for Ada-Borup-West.
To be fair, I did tell you to write down Fetting.
Well, yeah, and I didn't want to give you all that credit. I mean, you're picking up on this stuff, I didn't want to give you too much. Didn't want to pump up pump out the head. You're just kind of coming in your own here. I don't want to give you too much confidence yet.
Well, you didn't. You maybe forgot about that nice halfback throwback the other game.
You brought it up earlier, and I was too focused on other things, I guess, here in the pregame, and just kind of caught me off guard. But hey, we're all good. Empty backfield now, sending a man in motion. Markuson will fire a pass. Kritzberger dropped it. It's kind of a quick pass left side, a flats pass, and Kritzberger hit him in the hands and unable to haul it in. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, that pass thrown just a little bit out in front of Kritzberger off his fingertips.
Yeah. I had the binoculars right on it. Went right through the fingertips. 6:56 to play before halftime. Cougars 26, Greyhounds nothing here on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com. Kevin Kochman and Mike Erickson together with you. Just a couple of minutes before 7 o'clock here this evening, as Markuson will be in the shotgun all alone. This ball hits Cameron Spaeth in the hands and incomplete. I don't know if the ball's slippery out there, Mike, or what's happening.
Maybe just a little lack of focus. It's not common for, kids. They get up a big score here, 26-0, and the focus starts to drift a little bit.
Yeah, got to stay locked in. We talked about that here on this drive. And in this case, Cougars have had a couple go through the fingertips on your top two receivers there. And we'll see what happens on fourth down now as Ada-Borup-West will come empty backfield. Kind of bunch receivers, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. They're on the near side hash, heading to the south end zone on 4th and 7 at the 12. Markison steps up, feels some pressure, fires a pass. Shaw's got it down the sideline. Shaw's in the end zone, touchdown. Nice little fourth down, touchdown, 12 yards. Cougars add to their lead, now leading 32-0.
Shaw found just a little spot to sit down in there, right, a little opening, and found some room in front of him as well to get to the end zone.
Yeah, well, that's a nice scoring drive there for the Cougars. They found a way to cap it off here in the second quarter with 6:43 to go. Markison, his 5th passing touchdown here in this first half. Markison to Shaw. A 12-yard touchdown pass, and that on a fourth down. Another extra point kick for the kicker, Arda Aiden. It is up and good, and it's 33-0. The Ada-Borup-West Cougars leading the Fosston Greyhounds on the Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard, KRJB and yourliveevent.com.
Thunder Seed has over 4 generations of experience in the field. Through innovation, technology, and hard work, we put farmers first by providing high-quality products. We pride ourselves on developing quality soybean, corn, wheat, and corn silage seed for dealers and growers across our region. We are invested in being your partner throughout the full cycle of your harvest. Thunder Seed, first in the field, family-owned and farmers first.
33-0, Ada-Borup-West leading Fosston. The Cougars' 6-play drive, scoring on a fourth down. Markison to Charlie Shaw, 12-yard touchdown pass. The kick good by Arda Aiden. He's 2 for 2. As Tate Jacobson 1 for 3 on the extra point kicks. Cougars lead at 33-0 over the Fosston Greyhounds. 6:43 to play here in the second quarter. And we'll see if Fosston can get some offense established. They've had some moments where the offense has gotten going. They've had penalties and they've had turnovers that have slowed them down. Another score, Polk County West 28-0 over Bagley as they approach halftime. That game being played in 8A football, and that is in Grand Forks at Cushman Field, is Polk County West and Bagley in that 8A matchup here tonight. It looks a little chilly there in Grand Forks there tonight, that's for sure. Mike, how's it down on the field tonight here at the Johnson Sports Complex in Ada?
It is a little chilly.
Yeah. I'm very grateful that the heat is working in the booth. Natan's got the window open in front of him. He has to. He's no choice. Yeah, he's not happy with it, but it's going to be what it is. Turns out he's enjoying the job, so he's got that going on for him. Kaylin Warm in the studios at KRJB and Ada. So we've got kicking the football away, the Ada-Borup-West Cougars, as Trent Sipp will kick it. And the Greyhounds have a couple deep back to return. And the kick is away. And it will be returnable here by the Greyhounds. And on the return is going to be Aiden Wolf. Wolf tries to stretch it outside, and he is tracked down by the Cougars. Wolf up to the 23, where it'll be a 1st down and 10 for the Fosston Greyhounds. 1st down and 10, Greyhounds. As Fosston will have it on their own 23-yard line. 5th possession of the game for Fosston offensively, as they will get huddled up and come on out. Thatcher Palyabicki leading the Greyhounds here tonight at the quarterback spot. You've got the Grays in the backfield, both Ethan and Gavin. And Palyabicki will be under center. I formation. Movement right side of the line. Looked like maybe Wolf the one to jump that time there for Fosston. 5-yard variety penalty. Maybe Sather jumping off sides that time. 3rd penalty of the game for Fosston. 15 yards total in the penalties here tonight.
I think the Cougar line was pretty relieved to know that White jumped first.
Yeah, they've had their fair share of false start penalties. Have the defensive line, now linebacking core of the Cougars throughout the season. Palyabicki under center, 1st and 15. Handed off. This is Gray in the backfield, and Gavin not much doing. The ball came loose again. Looks like Gavin jumped on top of the football. He does come out of the pile with the ball. put the ball now at the 19. So he actually gains a yard. It'll be 2nd and 14. So Gavin Gray going to get a yard when he lost it. As, let's see here, a 2nd down and 14 upcoming. For the Greyhounds, they'll get under center. I formation, Palyabicki the quarterback. Gavin Gray the deep back. Palyabicki rolls, gets away from some pressure, fires, passes, tipped and incomplete. Nearly intercepted. Looks like Lance Kritzberger put a mitt on that one.
And the Cougar defensive backing core is quite long when you got, you get Lance out there, you get Charlie and Brennan and Austin McCraven. Those guys are all 6 foot plus, and some of those guys even more.
3rd down and 14 yards to go. Ball is spotted at the 19-yard line. 5:50 to play, 2nd quarter. That was the first pass attempt by the Greyhounds tonight. Ball's incomplete. Palyabicki will be under center. Receiver split to the left of the formation, and a turn and a handoff again. Gray tries to get to the outside edge. He spins off of one tackler, but then there are 5 other Cougars there to bring down the ball carrier. Some positive yards, though, up across the 25-yard line. They'll mark him down to the 27. He's going to pick up about 6 yards here, and it'll be 4th down. They're going to mark him officially at the 27-yard line. 4th down and 8 to go. Gavin Gray with a 6-yard run. Greyhounds be in punt formation here, I would anticipate. As Fosston, 2 deep back to receive. Kick is blocked. Ada-Borup-West blocking the punt, scooping it. Trent Sipp, and he's down to the 5-yard line. Blocked punt by the special teams of Ada-Borup-West.
Big play, big play. Trent Sipp I'm not sure if he's the one that got it, but he's the one that picked it up.
Ball down to the 10-yard line. They're going to say officially marking him down at the 6 is where the ball will be spotted. Ball to the 6-yard line, 1st and goal for the Ada-Borup-West Cougars after the blocked punt. Great special teams play there. So from the Fosston 6-yard line, it's 1st down and goal for the Cougars. 5:06 to play, leading 33-0. Looking to get up on the board one more time here in this first half. Cougars will huddle up. 5 touchdowns passing thus far for the Cougars. Will they try to get one in on the ground here in this possession? Markison is the quarterback in the backfield. You've got McCraven, and you have, oh boy, a blown up play. The Greyhounds coming in, and Tristan Nyland makes the play and just exploded through the offensive line and brings down Markison. Markison was trying to hand the ball to Wyatt Larson in the backfield, Mike, and Nyland was there just kind of riding Markison down.
It was a counter play, too, so obviously that's something that takes a little time to develop. It looked like Larson and Markison, they didn't, whatever way they were supposed to go, one guy didn't go the way that it was supposed to happen.
Yeah. One of those deals.
One of those.
So, 2nd and goal at the 12 after the loss of 6. Again, same formation, 2-back split. Pitch, and this will be Wyatt Larson getting a block. Larson is tackled in the backfield defensively. Will Kristen makes the tackle at the 10, so it's 2 yards for Wyatt Larson as he stretches to the right side. A different look in the backfield, going with the split backs and also going with that combination, Mike. I can't say I've seen the Larson-McCraven combination in the backfield split for the Cougars.
Yeah, it seems like they're trying some different things here.
3rd and goal at the 10 now. First play was a loss of 6, then 2 yards to the positive here, and the Cougars taking their time. And in this case, obviously, leading 33-0 in the first half, and no need to really push, as it is halftime. Polk County West 28-0 leading Bagley. That on yourliveevent.com, and the other 8A quarterfinal we have on Your Live Event this evening. Back to pass, rolling left. Markison has lots of space, deciding he's going to stand and wait here now on the flats, and he'll take a couple of steps forward, zigzag away through a couple of defenders across the 5, and looks like they're going to mark him down to the 4. So 4th and goal at the 4 upcoming for the Cougars. Markison was 6 yards on the play.
Good coverage by the Greyhounds there. Kritzberger was pretty well locked up there, and he seemed to be the option on that side.
Yeah, and Markison had a lot of space. Could have maybe decided earlier to tuck it and go. He was just waiting for something to open up. And looks like the Cougars are coming in. They're going to try a field goal. And they've attempted a couple of field goals. Tate Jacobson made a field goal, a winning field goal in overtime in the season opener. Now you'll get Arda Aiden a chance to come out and kick a field goal. Arda Aiden has the ball at the 10, so it's like an extra point kick. You're looking at a 20-yard field goal attempt. Left side hash, and a flag comes out. I think we're going to have a delay of game on the Cougars, which I don't know if they'll decide to, be, I think they'll try to keep it right at it again, but delay of game is the call. So a 5-yard penalty. I'm not sure if that's going to affect them deciding they're going to go for the field goal attempt or not.
Coaches are discussing. So
Arda Aiden has the leg to then kick it from the 15, Now move the ball back to the 8, and then you add those extra 7 yards from the long snapper to the holder. Cougars' 5th penalty of the football game, that a procedure penalty, of course, because of the delay game. So from the 15, you got a 25-yard field goal now for Arda Aiden. Holder is Spaeth. Snap spot. Aiden's kick is up, and the kick from Arda Aiden is good. Arda Aiden through the goalposts. 25-yard field goal is good, and on the Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard, it's 36-0. Ada-Borup-West leading Fosston. KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com.
At Ultima Bank Minnesota, we've been helping area farmers for generations. The experienced lenders can work with you and your family to help guide you through ag business financing. Ultima Bank Minnesota can help with crop insurance, government program lines, operating lines of credit, real estate loans, equipment loans, and livestock financing. Stop by their offices in Winger, Fosston, Plummer, Bemidji, and East Grand Forks. Ultima Bank Minnesota. Member FDIC.
36-0. Ada-Borup-West leading Fosston after the Arda Aiden field goal. Extra point, the field goal. He's got 2 extra points now and a field goal for Arda Aiden. He's perfect with that right foot, Mike.
Yeah, he's having a great night. This will be a night he remembers.
No doubt. Great things, and we'll learn more about Mr. Arda Aiden. Might have Arda come join us in the postgame. I like that idea, Mike.
Yeah, that'd be a heck of an idea.
I think so. I think we got some things starting to come together for us. Halftime, remember, halftime coaches' comments coming up, and we're going to get the bottom of our play penalty conundrum that we were faced with earlier with that personal foul pen. Don't forget that, Mike.
Yeah, I'll make sure I ask.
Okay, good. Cougars will tee it up and kick it to the south end zone where the Greyhounds are standing by. 36-0 Ada-Borup-West leads. Trenton Sipp will kick the ball away for the Cougars as Ada-Borup-West scoring after the blocked punt that the Cougars had on the Greyhounds' previous possession. Sipp will tee it up, kick it from left to right, and the kick is end over end. And it'll take a bounce, and it'll roll past a Greyhound return man. That's Cullen Norland. Tries to get away from Charlie Shaw, but he grabs a hold of the shoulders, and he grabs a hold of the jersey, and he stops him right there at the 10-yard line. A few other Cougar defenders on the special teams there to make the play. And it is first down and 10, Greyhounds at the 10-yard line. Hey, it was Tyler Catlett coming out on the field picking up the tee. And I think I brought it up to you, Mike, Ashton Kesselberg. He used to be the tee getter.
He used to be.
Cookie, as a freshman, would run on the field and grab that tee and come off. And now look at him.
I think he even helped out as like a junior high kid, as a team manager.
I feel like he did. He had really good hair, too, if I remember right.
He's always had great hair.
Yeah, that's one thing that kid he's just got great locks. I mean, I'm talking with, neither you and I have great hair. We just don't.
No, I don't.
Well, maybe Natan's got good hair. I don't know. Someone from Your Live Event better have good hair. Here's a first down play for the Greyhounds. We got flags flying. As a little bit of chippiness out there. No need that, but it's look like a couple of guys getting in the mix here. As we've got a Greyhound that's slow to get up. That might be Thatcher Palyabicki. You got a personal foul on a face mask on Ada-Borup-West. Thatcher Palyabicki, the Greyhound, slow to get up. As Jordan Krieger coming out onto the field, trainer for the game, Ada-Borup-West athletic trainer. As Palyabicki's going to get 2 yards and then 15 on top of that. Should be a first down for Ada-Borup-West. For Fosston. Apologize. Palyabicki gets 2 and then 15 with the penalty. For Ada-Borup-West, it's a lot of penalties tonight.
Well, we have a Greyhound coming off the field here. I couldn't quite catch the number.
I think Palyabicki has to come off the field for a play.
Well, it was 20-something.
Yeah, 28 would be Thatcher.
Okay.
Yeah, and I did not. I was looking down, putting down some stats in the book here, and I'm pretty sure Thatcher, if he got assisted by a trainer, he got to come out of the play. And so, different player under center. The quarterback right now is for the Greyhounds, 25, Jacob Rudy. He'll take a snap and hand the ball off. He'll give it to Gray. And on the carry, Gavin Gray going to try to zip to the outside. And Gavin Gray is stopped as he went more east-west rather than north-south there. And gets a couple of yards, did angle up to the 30. So he'll get three yards there, second down. Yep. Greyhounds will have it second down. Minute 15 to play, first half. Stay tuned, halftime show from the Lynn Force Agency. We'll have halftime coaches' comments from the folks at United Savings Credit Union, so stick around for that in just a moment. It is second down and 7 at the 30. Greyhounds will bark out the signals. Palyabicki on the sidelines. Handoff, again, Jacob Rudy, the quarterback. Gave that time again to Gavin Gray, and he stopped at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 7 upcoming. Rudy stepping in as Palyabicki went to the sidelines after being face masked by the Cougars defense. I'm going to say on that play, Gavin Gray lost a yard now, Mike, so a loss of 1. It'll bring up 3rd down and 8. Could be the last play of the first half. Cougars leading 36-0 over the Greyhounds in this quarterfinal round of Section 8A football. Now Palyabicki back in. He'll hand it to Gray again, who spins away from one, but he cannot get away from the Cobra, Trent Sipp.
I love it. I love how you chose a venomous state rather than a like a boa constrictor or a constrictor.
No, he's a Cobra.
Yeah, I like it.
Gavin Gray with 3 yards, and that's the end of the first half, as the Greyhounds will go into halftime trailing the Ada-Borup-West Cougars by a score of 36-0. We'll get halftime coaches' comments here in just a moment. Mike Erickson will try to track down coach for the Ada-Borup-West Cougars, Paul Tinjum, as there is some conversation happening with coach and the officials. So, Natan, watch for Mike here. He's going to be down there trying to get Coach Tinjum here at halftime. Halftime coaches' comments are presented to you by our friends at United Savings Credit Union, UnitedSavingsCU.org. Remember, United Savings Credit Union, of course, find the credit union difference when you visit with United Savings Credit Union with locations in Fargo, Dilworth, and in Detroit Lakes, UnitedSavingsCU.org. So we've got Mike meeting up with Coach at halftime here at the 40-yard line there, Natan, and we'll get down to the field for those halftime coaches' comments. Mike Erickson stands by with the head coach of the Cougars, Paul Tinjum.
Coach, thoughts on the first half?
I thought we played pretty well. We'd like to clean up things on special teams there and those extra points. Obviously, we got the first 2, missed one and blocked one, or blocked them both. I'm not sure. We missed them both anyway. And we dropped a few balls that we shouldn't have dropped, but, a couple penalties. But, nothing's perfect, but we're up 36-0, so we're happy with that, obviously. But we still, there's always things to work on, and we got to clean up some just simple mistakes. There's, 1, 2, 3, 4, about 6 plays we made mistakes on we shouldn't have made, so we got to clean those up.
Sure. Kevin and I were talking about a play where there was a late hit out of bounds and personal foul penalty put you at 4th and 5. So we were curious, in high school football, personal foul penalties are not an automatic first down, apparently.
Yeah, it's not automatic.
Okay.
So, so unfortunately it was 4th and goal. So
Sure.
It is what it is, but yeah. And then, we shouldn't have been at 4th and goal anyways. I think we dropped 2 balls in that drive. So shouldn't have got to that point, but yeah. It's a little different. Every level's a little bit different in the rules, but yeah, it's not automatic in high school.
Yeah, we talk about it. Sunday, Saturday, Friday, it's all a little bit different. Yeah. So, thanks for the clarification. Good luck in the second half.
Hey, thank you.
Very good. That is Mike Erickson, Paul Tinjum down on the sidelines. Halftime coaches' comments. The halftime coaches' comments from United Savings Credit Union. 36-0, Ada-Borup-West leading Fosston at halftime. Halftime show is being brought to you by the Lynn Force Agency, lynnforceagency.com. Stick around. Ada-Borup-West leading Fosston halftime Section 8A football on KRJB and yourliveevent.com.
My roots run deep. I dream of a world where planting a seed can bring forth the food and knowledge our world needs right now. The field is my classroom, and I have the power to make a difference. I am going to feed the world someday.
When you have a project that requires rock, gravel, crushed asphalt, or crushed concrete, or you need some trenching work done, call Visser Trenching of Ada. They'll move the dirt, they'll haul the rock, they'll take care of you. They do a great job. Call Visser Trenching Ada, 784-4381. Good luck, teams, from everyone at Visser Trenching.
West Main Pizza is adding new items on their list of sweet treats. Introducing Monkey Bread and Cinnamon Sugar Crisp Pizza. The Monkey Bread is a soft bread with cinnamon sugar and caramel baked and served in a skillet. The Cinnamon Sugar Crisp Pizza is topped with cinnamon sugar and a glazed drizzle. Available in 8, 12, or 16-inch pie sizes. Try these and the many other sweet treats from West Main Pizza. Call in your order at 784-3700. Take out or dine in at West Main Pizza.
Harvest is here, and that means we all need to be careful. Hello, this is Bethany Rentz with Irie Insurance. We want to make sure everyone up and down the valley has a safe and successful harvest. Take extra special care in your travels. Slow-moving combines, mud-covered roads, and debris are just a few things during harvest that can be dangerous. So take your time, watch your surroundings, and most of all, be patient and slow down. For more harvest safety tips, go to irieins.com.
You're protected and appreciated at Irie.
Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity provider.
Halftime report from the Linfors Agency, linforsagency.com. Linfors, your insurance source. Find them in Fosston, Bagley, Clearbrook, Mahnomen, and Ada. Linfors is your insurance source. And at the half, Ada-Borup-West leads Fosston in high school football, 36-0. Kevin Kochman and Mike Erickson with you here tonight. Natan Visser running things on yourliveevent.com. And Caitlin back in the studios of KRJB. These batteries are even warm. Mike, why don't you stay up here for a minute and just stand next to that heater for a moment. It got pretty chilly outside here in this first half. The sun went down, and it is not warm, but still, the Cougars have been cooking offensively, taking advantage of the opportunities in front of them. Temp only 39, but it feels like 34. So I guess I don't know. It does feel like 34 out there. The breeze is pretty stiff out of the northwest. The first half, the Cougars got the football and 3 plays in, scored. Ada-Borup-West through the air. In fact, 5 first-half touchdowns through the air. It was Markuson to Kritzberger on a 66-yard touchdown pass. PAT failed. It was 6-0 Cougars. And then about 6 minutes later, Cougars to the end zone. Markuson, after a fumble recovery, they found Spaeth for a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kick failed. It was 12-0 Cougars. 2 minutes later, Markuson to Spaeth again, this time 23 yards for a score. Kick was good. 19-0 Cougars. That kick from Jacobson. The Cougars scored one more time in the first quarter when Markuson found Kritzberger again, this time a 10-yard touchdown pass. The kick was good by Arda Aiden, making it 26-0. In the second quarter, Cougars scored on a Markuson to Shaw touchdown pass, a 4th down conversion, 12-yard touchdown. The kick was good by Arda Aiden, 33-0 Cougars at that point. And the Cougars scored one more time before halftime with 2:20 to play. Arda Aiden lined up a 25-yard field goal and got it in. 36-0. Cougars lead at halftime. They've held the Greyhounds to just 37 yards of offense in the first half, as we'll talk more first-half stats and information with you in just a moment. Cougars have had plenty of penalties, though. 6 penalties in the first half, 3 penalties for the Greyhounds in the first half. First half, Ada-Borup-West leading Fosston 36-0 in the Section 8A quarterfinal. High school football on KRJB and yourliveevent.com. The Linfors Agency halftime report continues right after this.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Efficiencies are critical, which is why you need a lender who will find the right loan structure for a strong financial future. You need a lender to look out for your whole farm operation. Ag Country.
Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North Ada with this just arrived 2018 model MT740 Challenger with 18-inch tracks, 2,000 hours, 400 horsepower, 6 remotes, CVT transmission, priced at $305,000. New trade Versatile 846 with 18 4x38 tires, one owner tractor priced at $39,000. And don't forget the early order discount program now for Amity Bead Equipment. Talk to Chuck or Neil at Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North Ada, 218-784-2961.
This is Nick Gordon, your ag business banker at American Federal Bank in Ada. I'm proud to call Ada my hometown and look forward to helping you with any of your ag, business, or other banking needs. I would enjoy visiting with you and help you achieve your goals. Please come by the bank or call me, Kasha, or Carly at American Federal Bank in Ada, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
It's the halftime report here on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com, presented to you by the Lindfors Agency. Lindfors, your insurance source. And at the half here at high school football, it is the Ada-Borup-West Cougars leading the Fosston Greyhounds 36-0. We just were told that we'll have running clock in the second half for the Cougars and Greyhounds here in this quarterfinal of Section 8A football. Running clock will be the case here in the second half. The Cougars leading at 36-0. They have 251 yards of offense, 230 through the air, 21 on the ground. 11 of 20 passing for Aiden Markison, 5 touchdowns and 230 yards passing. The Cougars' Trent Sipp has 4 yards on the ground. Brendan Fetting 6, 2 for Wyatt Larson, 14 for Cameron Spaeth, 14 to the negative for Sean Green, and 9 for Aiden Markison. Cameron Spaeth has 4 catches and 2 touchdowns. Lance Kritzberger has 2 catches for 76 yards and 2 touchdowns. Charlie Shaw, 1 catch for 12 and a touchdown. McCraven, 2 catches for 33 yards. And Fetting has 2 catches for 21. Let's see here, do some math. Let's see, 23 and 23. Mike Erickson's, he does math down there. 23 and 23 is 46 plus 42 is like 88 yards on 4, make it 5 catches, 88, and 2 touchdowns for Cameron Spaeth. Those stats in the first half. But again, the Cougars penalized 6 times. Let's see, 20, 30 for 50 yards here. 20, 35, 50. 6 penalties for 50 yards in the first half. Fosston turned it over twice in the first half. They've been penalized 3 times for 15 yards. As Ada-Borup-West 36, Fosston nothing. These two teams played in the second week of the season, and the Cougars were winners 21-0 on that night. Greyhounds gave the Cougars everything they could handle. Looks like, the Greyhounds definitely are missing Aaron Norland out with injury. We're watching the Greyhounds, though, do some good things at times. Just haven't been able to put things together for a string. And so we'll see what happens in the second half. The Greyhounds are able to get something positive going for themselves. Cougars right now in the driver's seat, leading 36-0 at the half. The Lindfors Agency halftime report. For your insurance needs, LindforsAgency.com. At halftime, in the third quarter now, Polk County West 28-0 leading Bagley on YourLiveEvent.com. That's another 8A quarterfinal. The Cougars are able to win this game. They will host the winner of the Red Lake County Red Lake game, which is on 96.7 FM KKCQ. That would be right here at Johnson Sports Complex in Ada at 2 o'clock Saturday. If the Greyhounds are able to make a big comeback second half, well, then we'll have some different things to talk about. But it is 36-0, Ada-Borup-West leading Fosston at halftime. KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com will have Coach Ockery of the Greyhounds halftime coaches' comments coming up here on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com after this.
Are you thinking about moving to an assisted living facility? Consider Benedictine Living Community in Ada. Located in the heart of the Red River Valley, Benedictine's Ada campus includes Benedictine Care Community, a 49-bed skilled nursing facility, and Mission Court, an 18-unit assisted living facility that shares a campus with Essentia Health Ada. That means you have full access to health care directly on site. Benedictine Living Community in Ada. Learn more online at www.blcada.org or give them a call at 218-784-5001.
Glasses say so much about your personality and personal style. At Valley Vision Clinic, they are happy to work with you in selecting frames that complement your features and vision needs as well as fit your budget. If you're not sure that glasses are for you, ask the Valley Vision Clinic in Ada about contact lenses. There are many advantages to consider when determining if contact lenses are right for you, and the knowledgeable staff at Valley Vision can answer any questions you may have. For all your eye care needs, call Dr. Dave Solseng and staff at Valley Vision Clinic in Ada, 784-4091.
Have you seen the huge selection of used vehicles that Christian Motors of Fertile has? Stop by the lot, talk with one of the guys about the huge selection of cars, trucks, SUVs, vans, and so much more. They've got a great selection of used vehicles right now. You can view them at christianmotors.com or christiancarsonline.com. One of the biggest selection of used vehicles around, it's Christian Motors. They're proud to be your Chevy and GMC dealer, Highway 32 North in Fertile.
Bruce Visser's with us from Visser Grading. Bruce, we want to get out information and safety reminders during this harvest season. What do you have?
When you're doing your corn and your sugar beets and these fall crops, if the roads need a little extra attention, give me a call, 218-415-0191, and we can come out, get the roads back in shape.
We just want to wish everybody a safe harvest season as well, don't we?
Absolutely. This is a stressful time of the year, and we just want everybody to be safe out there.
Visser Grading, phone number again is?
218-415-0191.
The Linfors Agency Halftime Report. Linfors, your insurance source, as our halftime show here on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com. Halftime coaches' comments from United Savings Credit Union. On the far side of the field, Mike Erickson is down in the field with the head coach of Fosston, Eric Ockery.
Coach Ockery, thoughts on the first half?
We talked about he couldn't put the ball on the ground, and we turned it over 4 times in the first half, and our ball security has been significantly better, and against a team that's this talented. That score gets the way it does when you give them a lot of short fields and a lot of momentum and some of the psychological things that happen with turnovers. So, we didn't practice good ball security, so we need to be able to stay on the field longer and convert more first downs and keep them off the field, and then maybe it's a little closer game.
Right. We mentioned that there were streaks there where the guys looked like they were playing well and had a nice couple runs. So it's not all doom and gloom. A season's not defined in one game or one half or something like that. So it seems to be a few positives here and there.
Yeah, absolutely. And we don't evaluate on. It's everybody's done playing football at some point. That's at any level of football. So you just have to be next play and keep playing and just realize it's a privilege to play this game, and it's fleeting. You don't get to play for that long. You never know when it's over, so it's just go out and play and just trust each other and execute the best of your ability. And eventually, going to run into teams that are players, matchups, what have you, that are more talented than you and more physical, and then sometimes are very motivated, that kind of stuff. So when that happens, that team moves on. That team's earned it. So,
well, good luck in the second half here, Coach.
Thank you.
That is head coach of the Foster Greyhounds, Eric Ockery, joining us in our halftime coaches' comments from United Savings Credit Union, UnitedSavingsCU.org. Become a member today and learn about the credit union difference. They're located in Fargo, Detroit Lakes, and in Dilworth. The locations in Dilworth and in Detroit Lakes are right on Highway 10. As we get ready for the second half of football to get underway, 36-0 Ada-Borup-West leading Fosston on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com. Kevin Kochman along with Mike Erickson, Natan Visser running the show here for us on YourLiveEvent.com. Kaylin back in the studios of KRJB Ada. Thanks again for the Linfors Agency Halftime Report. Linfors, your insurance source. We will have running clock in the second half is what we were told here at halftime. So we'll look into the second half. And Mike Erickson, with that being said, we'll probably see a host of new Cougar players and maybe even some fresh faces for the Greyhounds here in the second half of football.
Yeah, that's likely. As I was just about to interview Paul Tincham, it seemed like the coaches were mutually agreeing for the running time in the second half.
Yeah, these are things that often do happen, and you get some lopsided scenarios, and that gets to be decided. So, yeah, we'll see fresh bodies. I know this is the number one special teams unit of the Cougars that is going to come on the field right now that I see. Greyhounds, normal run of special teams guys as well as we see it. But as we see new names coming in, Mike, keep your eyes on those new guys and new uniforms, and I'll do my best to keep an eye out there as well. We're going to get everybody's name on the broadcast here tonight with R&J Sports, and we'll see how the second half unfolds with the running clock. 36-0 Ada-Borup-West leading Fosston High School football here tonight, Section 8A quarterfinal round. Now we have a football to play with. You know, that's a good thing. They got a fresh ball. Must have came out of the, is it baseball where you keep it in the humidor? Is that what it is? I don't know what they do with the footballs, you know. We'll see what happens. Might be warmed up. Might have had it in the warmer.
Sorry, man. I lost you there for a minute.
That's all right. We're talking about the humidor in baseball, right? You guys keep the balls in the humidor. Is that right? Maybe not.
I don't know. You're in and out right now.
Oh, yeah, okay, fair enough. Well, here's what we've got going for you. Trent Sipp's going to tee it up in our second half kickoff from Marcusson Accounting Service. Doug Marcusson Accounting. It's underway, and the ball slips out of bounds at the 15-yard line. It's rolling, and Marcusson Accounting Service kickoff, over 29 years of experience with account prep and, of course, business assistance there, too, with Marcusson Accounting, and tax preparations available, too, and payroll and tax prep. Marcusson Accounting Service inside the Arvig building. That's 218-784-6002. And the kickoff out of bounds, the Greyhounds will accept the procedural penalty and get better field position than at the 15 where the ball went out of bounds.
Looks like we have a JV squad in now. I'm seeing Jude Yoakley out there, Sean Green, Corbin Tannehill.
Adrian Reyes out there, looks like.
Yep. Let's see, Brody Mange. Find some others here. Number 20, Ames Facino.
Greyhounds will come out as Thatcher Palubic will be under center. Split backs the Grays in the backfield. The Greyhounds with their starting lineup offensively. Fumbling on the first snap, and it's going to be the Cougars recovering it. Sean Green jumps on top of the ball, and not the way that Coach Ockery wanted to see the Greyhounds come out with the football here in the second half. The turnover, 4 fumbles today. They also have that block punt, which resulted in a turnover as well here. So Cougar football at the Greyhound 35. 36-0 Ada-Borup-West leading Fosston running clock second half. So we'll see now a second run of offense as well for the Cougars. On the first play of the drive, a fumble. Now it'll be Ada-Borup-West ball on the Greyhound 35-yard line. Fosston 35, Ada-Borup-West has it first down and 10. The quarterback for the Cougars will be McCraven. He'll be under center. McCraven turns and hands the football off. Sean Green gets the carry. He bounces off a tackler. The Greyhounds look like on the stop that time for Fosston was Nicholas Johnson, who busted through and made the stop.
Had good penetration by Nicholas Johnson there to blow up the play.
Green loses a yard on the play, and it'll bring up second down and 11 as see if we can get some additional names out there. The Greyhounds, or I should say for the Cougars out on the field, as lead blocker fullback Luke Jalbert for the Cougars. Green behind him, the running back, and now it's going to be Larson, the quarterback, giving to Green. Green takes the handoff and pushes forward. Sean Green down to the 31-yard line, getting 5 yards on the handoff from quarterback Wyatt Larson that time.
Seems that the Cougars are going every other play with McCraven and Larson.
You know, McCraven, Marcusson, the two that I always get screwed up too, just kind of became a thing here in the recent weeks when they started connecting on a few more plays. It's a tough one. It's a tough one. Cougars also out there. We see a 27 Jackson Miller on the field. Also up front for Ada-Borup-West, you've got 70, 71, 78. So that would be, you've got Joseph Borgen, Alexander Bourne, Lucas Mertz. Third down and 6 at the 31. McCraven pitches to Green, right side. He's going to be spun down in the backfield. Tackle made by the Greyhounds' Will Kristen. No gain, maybe to the 30, so maybe a yard for Sean Green. It'll be fourth down for Ada-Borup-West. Pitch play that time and nowhere to go. Defense of the Greyhounds swarming that time. So it'll be a fourth down and 6 upcoming for Ada-Borup-West at the 31-yard line of the Greyhounds, leading 36-0. 9:18 to play here in this third quarter, and get the play call in. Looks like we're going to have Larson, the quarterback, got to get up to the line of scrimmage. Two backs, I formation. Split a receiver out to the left side of the formation. That's Braden Booing for Ada-Borup-West. And turn and hand it off to Green, and boom! Sean Green goes down as he's wrapped up by the Fosston Greyhounds. Jaden Baki coming in, making a tackle. And it'll be a turnover on downs as a loss of 2 on the play. Greyhounds will have it now as the Cougars turn it over on downs. Went for it on 4th down there. And the Greyhounds have the ball at the 32-yard line at their own 32 after fumbling on their last possession. Fosston will come out, try to get something going offensively with 8:27 to play, third quarter and running clock here on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com. Cougars leading the Greyhounds 36-0. Greyhounds, Thatcher Palyabicki will come out and be under center. The Grays are in the backfield, I formation, receiver right. Turn and hand the ball off. And some movement there by Gray in the backfield. That a gain for Gavin Gray. He's going to slash the Cougars up to the 37-yard line. Be about 5 yards on the play for Gavin Gray.
Lucas Mertz and Joseph Borgen are mixing in here on the line now.
Let's see here as additional Greyhounds are starting to get up to the line of scrimmage now, and they're all there, the whole team, all 11 of them. 2nd down and 5 at the 37. Palyabicki gives this time Ethan Gray on the carry. Pile moves ahead, going to be close to a 1st down up the middle. So we've got try to get another score update from that Red Lake County game. Getting some changes there. So that's a gain of 4 for Ethan Gray, and we've got 3rd down upcoming here. 3rd down and a couple inches for the Greyhounds. They're going to give again to Ethan Gray. Moves the pile, 1st down Greyhounds. Getting up across the 45 to the 46-yard line. Getting 4, and much needed 1st down for the Fosston Greyhounds offense, Mike. Greyhounds plunging ahead, getting the 1st down. And Ethan Gray, 4 yards on the carries. It's a couple of good plunges there. Up to the 46, 1st down and 10 for the Fosston Greyhounds. 6.5 to play, 3rd quarter, 36-0. Ada-Borup-West leading. Greyhounds, Palyabicki's under center and a 1st and 10. He'll turn and hand it. This is going to be Gavin Gray slashing the Cougars, zigzagging his way up the middle and up to the 35-yard line of Ada-Borup-West, and a nice run for the Greyhounds. It's going to be 19 yards and a 1st down for Gavin Gray. Longest play of the day for the Greyhounds offense.
That's looking like, let's see, Adrian Reyes with the stop.
Yeah, and Ada-Borup-West getting a few additional numbers out there. As I mentioned, Brody Menge is out there defensively. I think we've gone through the gamut here for the guys on the defensive side of the football right now. And Corbin Tennehill's up front. The D tackles.
Got David Prodzinski at a left end.
Split backs here for the Greyhounds. A 1st and 10 from the Cougar 35-yard line. Palyabicki turns and hands the ball off. Ethan Gray. And is in the grasp of David Prodzinski. He's bringing him down after a short gain on the play for Ethan Gray. 2 yards to the 33-yard line, and it'll be 2nd down and 8. Lots of movement on their field there, Mike, when it comes to the shuffling of players and different coaches in charge a little bit. The birthday boy, Nate McCraven, giving some of the defensive duties over to Jorgie and those guys too to help slide some new guys out there.
Yeah, it takes a lot of organization on the part of the coaches at this point.
And mass chaos for the kids. Got to keep them all focused and paying attention. Cougars coming up, making a play on Thatcher Palyabicki as he goes to the sidelines. As eventually tackle made by Ada-Borup-West and brought down as Miles Wambach bringing down Palyabicki as he gets ahead and will get himself up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4 yards on the play. 3rd down and 3 upcoming as Polk County West now leads Bagley 35-0, by the way, in the other quarterfinal, and we're waiting on that Red Lake County Red Lake score. See if I can't get that one here in just a bit as well. Palyabicki there with a 4-yard gain. Wambach with a tackle. 3rd down for the Greyhounds at the Cougar 28-yard line. Turn, hand it. Not much doing. Prodzinski holds onto the ball carrier that time as the give went to Gavin Gray. He stopped. 4th and 4, a loss of 1 on the play. Nice job by Prodzinski to get in and wrap up on the tackle. So 4th down for the Greyhounds. 4 minutes to play, third quarter. Running clock, 36-0. Ada-Borup-West leading Fosston. That play by Prodzinski on Gray was a high-performance play from Performance Ag of Borup. Performance Ag, wishing all a safe and successful harvest. Looking forward to 2023 with you from Performance Ag. Greyhounds under center. Palibeki on 4th down. He's going to keep it, try to get to the outside, and puts a stiff arm on a Cougar defender, and another one gets by Miller. Now Palibeki down inside the 5, and a tackle eventually made by the Cougars' Brody Menge. But Palibeki gets to the outside on a 4th down and gains 27 yards to the 2. It's 1st and goal.
Palibeki showing some strength there and breaking some tackles and getting some big yardage.
So the Greyhounds are knocking on the door for their first score of the football game. That is a big first down run there for the Fosston Greyhounds. So to the 2-yard line it is. 3 minutes to play, third quarter. 1st and goal at the 2. The Greyhounds will be Palibeki under center. He'll turn. He'll hand the football off. No, Palibeki's going to keep it himself. And he is down.
Touchdown's a signal.
Okay, there it is.
From
score.
John Gellingsrud.
All right, very good. John Gellingsrud would know how to put those hands in the air. The touchdown is good. And Palibeki's into the end zone for the Fosston Greyhounds. 2-yard touchdown run. The Greyhounds are scored here with just under 3 minutes to play in the third quarter, and it caps off a 10-play drive. Third quarter, 2:52 to go. Palibeki goes in from 2 yards out. 2-yard touchdown run. 2-point conversion. Palibeki's pass is into the back of the end zone and caught. 2-point conversion catch is made by Ryan Dupong and the Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard. It's Ada-Borup-West 36, Fosston 8, KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
For all of your insurance needs, contact the Lynn For's Insurance Agency with locations in Fosston, Bagley, Clearbrook, Mahnomen, and Ada.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career, doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
After the score, the Ada-Borup-West Cougars lead 36-8 over the Fosston Greyhounds, who cap off a 10-play drive, and they go 10 plays and 68 yards. Now a kickoff for the Greyhounds. Second time we've seen the Greyhounds kick team, and it'll be the Cougars on the return. And Ada-Borup-West not much doing. It was a short kick, and return made by the Cougars. Let's see here. Ames Facino was on the return.
Ames Facino on the return.
He was. How about that? Here's a score update. Red Lake County leading Red Lake 49-14. That's in the third quarter. So it looks like Red Lake County, Ada-Borup-West, Polk County West are in command here in these quarterfinal games. Cougar football, 2:20 to go, third quarter. And again, the running clock, 36-8 is the score. Appreciate those score updates shared with by a couple of folks here. Appreciate that. Trying to do some score swapping here this evening, but sometimes it's busy to do that while you're talking and doing other things, and away she goes. It's just the name of the game. McCraven is under center for the Cougars. He'll turn and hand the football off. This is Luke Jalbert, who went to cross country and now back to the football field, and he dives ahead to the 41-yard line. A gain of 2 for Luke Jalbert on the carry. Luke Jalbert gets a couple there for the Cougars on the carry, and it'll be second down and 8. Ball will be spotted at the 41-yard line. This drive for the Cougars started out on their own 39. And McCraven then now at the quarterback spot will be Wyatt Larson. I formation behind him. The give again this time is to Jalbert, but that time he runs into the arms of a 61 Nicholas Johnson of the Fosston Greyhounds. No gain on the play. In fact, they're going to say maybe a loss on the play. Third down for the Cougars, 3rd and 9.
McCraven back under center for this play.
Yeah, they've been doing the rotation. Quarterbacks rotating, and that's inside a minute now, third quarter, 36-8. The Cougars leading the Greyhounds, and we'll see the Cougars break the huddle. Splitting, booing out to the left of the formation. McCraven under center, looks behind him. He's got Green and Jalbert there. And movement before the play, and this will likely be on Ada-Borup-West with a false start. 5-yard penalty. Cougars jump off sides. That'll be the 7th penalty of the football game for Ada-Borup-West tonight. Looks like Booing was the one that jumped on that receiver on the outside.
And I think the Cougars are going to let the clock run out here. We'll go to the fourth quarter.
Looks like that's the case. So we'll go to the fourth quarter on the Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard. It's Ada-Borup-West 36, Fosston 8, Section 8A quarterfinal football here tonight on KRJB, and YourLiveEvent.com. Fourth quarter is next.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Minnesota.
This message presented by the Minnesota State High School League and the Minnesota Interscholastic Activities Administrators Association.
When you have a project that requires rock, gravel, crushed asphalt, or crushed concrete, or you need some trenching work done, call Visser Trenching of Ada. They'll move the dirt, they'll haul the rock, they'll take care of you. They do a great job. Call Visser Trenching Ada, 784-4381. Good luck, teams, from everyone at Visser Trenching.
Fourth quarter of football. It is the 8A quarterfinals. High school football tonight. Ada-Borup-West leading Fosston 36-8. Kevin Kochman, Mike Erickson, Natan Visser on site here today with YourLiveEvent.com and KRJB Radio. Kaylin, she's not under center. She's behind the board at KRJB Radio. It's going to be McCraven under center here. He pitches to the right side. Sean Green. Green going to try to get some positive yards here for the Cougars. It'll be fourth down as Green will get a couple of yards, but fourth down, he gets 4 yards, 4th and 11 upcoming. So Green, 4 yards on the carry, and a fourth down coming for Ada-Borup-West offensively as the fourth quarter is underway with running clock leading 36-8 over the Fosston Greyhounds. And I'll see Wyatt Larson under center here for the Cougars. No, they're going to be going punt formation. McCraven will punt. Punting for the Cougars. McCraven calling for it, gets the snap, and will boot it away. The left-footed kick here from McCraven will be picked up at the 35-yard line, and the return man gets away from one, looks to get another away from another, and now cutting back field. That's Kelton Gray. Kelton Gray up to the 49-yard line. So he returns it nicely there, 15 yards for the Greyhounds, and Kelton Gray on the return that time, Mike.
Tyler Catlett with the tackle, and it is kind of amazing to point out the number of left-footed kickers the Cougars have.
Yeah, there are
kicks at left-footed.
Yep. McCraven is how does McCraven bat in baseball?
He's lefty through and through.
That's
but
what he
think
does,
a few years ago, Braden Fetting, left-handed, kicked right-footed.
Yeah, Braden would do that too, right?
Yes.
If there was someone that would do that, it'd be Braden Fetting.
Well, Braden's right-handed in everything except for throwing and hitting.
Makes sense.
Yeah, weird.
Yeah. McCraven on the trainer's table, getting worked on here for a minute. Hopefully he's all right. Maybe he's just changing shoes. That's what he's doing. He's getting his shoes tied. Okay. From their own 49-yard line, Fosston Greyhounds. First down and 10. New quarterback. Again, we saw him a little bit ago, but that is 25, Jacob Rudy. Freshman for the Greyhounds. He turns and hands it. And new running back, Brody Sather on the carry, the sophomore to midfield. He gets a yard on first down.
Luke Jalbert was in on the tackle.
Luke Jalbert ran cross country, played football in junior high, ran cross country, decided to get back out on the football field this year, Mike.
Yeah, the story he told me was he wanted to grow a little bit more and get a little bit more physical, so he took a year to run cross country.
Well, that's okay. That's an all right story. And he had some success there, too. As a handoff again, this time is going to be Kelton Gray, who had the the punt return moments ago, and Kelton Gray into Cougar territory to the 40-yard line. He'll get 10 yards on the carry, another one of the Grays. Kelton gaining 10 on the carry, and the Greyhounds will move the chains. First down, 9:10 to play here in the fourth quarter. It is Ada-Borup-West 36-8. Looks like the Cougars are set for a rematch with Red Lake County on Saturday afternoon at 2 here at the Johnson Sports Complex. As Red Lake County up 49-14 over the Red Lake Warriors. That game ongoing on 96.7 FM KKCQ. Quarterback under center for the Fosston Greyhounds, turning, handing it to Kelton Gray, left side. Going to get away from one tackler, and handoff from Jacob Rudy that time. Kelton Gray from the 40, they'll say 36-yard line. He's going to get 4 yards on the play.
Flag on the play.
Another flag.
On the far side.
This is going to be personal foul face mask against the Cougars, so add 15 yards to that one. So, Cougars with another penalty. A lot here tonight. Not all, obviously, in these cases, hurting them, but you never want to see anything that is causing any issue to yourself or to others. Penalties. 8 minutes to play, running clock, 36-8. Ada-Borup-West leading Fosston. Greyhounds now all the way to the Cougar 21-yard line after the penalty. And in this case, it's a first down. Rudy, the quarterback, turns and hands it to Kelton Gray. He is going to be brought down as Jalbert was there. Facino and then Jackson Miller eventually making the tackle at the 14-yard line. Going to be 7 yards for Kelton Gray, who's gaining yards in chunks on this drive, Mike.
Yeah, Fosston's moving the ball here pretty nicely. Obviously, the help of some penalties here too, but making some good blocks, and Cougars are getting some good hits too.
Young guys are making some tackles and popping the pads a little bit here as Jacob Rudy under center for the Greyhounds. 2nd down and 3 at the Cougar 14. Turning, handing left side. Kelton Gray again. He'll work his way up to the 10-yard line, picking up 4. He needed 3, and that's a first down. It'll be 1st and goal for the Greyhounds at the 10-yard line, under 7 minutes to play.
Jaden Sipp on the tackle.
Jaden Sipp making a stop. Another first down for the Greyhounds offensively. Well, for Fosston, a team that will go this season without a victory. Again, another year of growth. We heard from Coach Ockery trying to find those little goals and finding reasons to be proud of the efforts, because it's tough to go to practice and go play football each week when the chips are stacked against you. Guys played hard and a lot of good effort out there, no doubt. Some growth happening for the Greyhounds again this season, despite looking for that victory. Handoff, Kelton Gray. He's met by the Ada-Borup-West Cougars. Jaden Sipp bringing first contact to the 6-yard line, so it'll be another 4 yards on the gain that time for Kelton Gray. As going to be a quick second half here with the running clock aspect of things, but from that standpoint, hoping that everybody stays healthy coming out of this game, whether you're for the Greyhounds or for the Cougars tonight.
That's usually a big factor in if whether or not coaches choose to go with this running clock.
Absolutely. We've got split backs in the backfield for the Greyhounds. Now Rudy will keep himself, try to cut to the outside edge. He delivers a stiff arm, and Jacob Rudy is into the end zone. A 6-yard touchdown, and the Greyhounds score with 5:42 to play.
Nice run there.
Absolutely.
On the topic of health, it's likely the Greyhounds' football season will come to an end here, but they still have a basketball season to think of, and they want guys to be healthy for that too, so they can start out strong there.
Rudy, he goes into the end zone on a 6-yard touchdown run. The Greyhounds will go for 2 here. 2-point conversion attempt. Rudy will be under center of I formation. Turn and give it to Kelton Gray, who drags ahead, and he's short of the goal line. Stopped by the Cougar defense. 5:42 to play here tonight. Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard in the 8A quarterfinals high school football. It's 36-14, Ada-Borup-West leading Fosston. KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com.
Harvest is here, and that means we all need to be careful. Hello, this is Bethany Rentz with Irie Insurance. We want to make sure everyone up and down the valley has a safe and successful harvest. Take extra special care in your travels. Slow-moving combines, mud-covered roads, and debris are just a few things during harvest that can be dangerous. So take your time, watch your surroundings, and most of all, be patient and slow down. For more harvest safety tips, go to IrieINS.com.
You're protected and appreciated at Irie.
Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity provider.
36-14, Ada-Borup-West leading Fosston. The Greyhounds get on the board again here in the second half as Jacob Rudy on a 6-yard touchdown run. And Mike Erickson down on the sidelines. The key to that touchdown run was that stiff arm he delivered. It was really nice. Good, strong stiff arm toward the goal line, and that really propelled him to the end zone.
Yeah, he ran hard and made a nice, strong power move there and got across the line.
36-14, Ada-Borup-West leading Fosston. 5:42 to play, and the final 5:42 will come off the clock here with the running clock situation. Of course, here in the second half that the teams agreed to. Cougars 36, Greyhounds 14, and we'll see the Greyhounds kick it off for the third time this evening. It is an end-over-end kick that will be corralled by the Cougars, and on the return, a big collision there by the Greyhounds, and they popped the return man Miles Wambach, who was gaining momentum up the field, and he got hit right in the shoulder pads. Good, clean football hit there, but it was a guy running into a wall there, Nicholas Johnson, making the tackle.
We had a JV kick return squad there. I saw Connor Nelson on the field and some other of those JV guys.
Cougars have the ball on their own 27-yard line. Ada-Borup-West leading the Foster Greyhounds. We got an injury on the field there at Polk County West and Bagley, but that lead is Polk County West now 42-0 over the Flyers of Bagley, and in the fourth quarter there on YourLiveEvent.com. Got a first down and 10 for Ada-Borup-West at the 28, and looked like the ball came loose there. Officials throw down, and the green does recover. But ball did come loose, and it'll be a yard ahead for Green, 2nd and 9 upcoming.
We have Connor Nelson under center, and they got Braden Booing out wide.
And it looks like they're going to bring in some different players. Nelson's going to be the quarterback, though. Connor Nelson wearing number 10. Not to be confused with the Connor Nelson who is now of Ada A's fame and Valley City State Viking football and baseballer now.
Correct. Not to be confused. Different Connor Nelson.
Different. Not the same kid who just graduated high school. Nelson will turn and hand the football off. And not much doing this time. I believe they gave was to Jalbert again that time for the Cougars. As it was, giving to Jalbert, just kind of hitting into the wall again. No gain on the play. Third down. Give Jalbert a yard, 3rd down and 8. Beg your pardon. Now Luke Jalbert's got 3 carries for 2 yards tonight. And I don't know how we've gone this far in the football game. 3:37 to play, running clock. 3rd and 8 for the Cougars. Ball at the 30. I formation behind Connor Nelson, the quarterback. Pitch right side. They give this Ames Facino, and Facino wearing the same number 20, that Natan Visser wants to wear, but Ames has got it. Flag comes down after the gain back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a yard there again for Facino to the 31. We got a personal foul face mask on the Greyhounds, so move it forward for the Cougars. Ames Facino in the book now, Mike.
Facino's used to wearing a helmet. He's also a catcher on the baseball squad. He's a hard worker. He's one of those hard-nosed guys you want in the backfield.
Was mentioning, I don't know how we've gotten this far in the football game. 3:12 to play in the fourth quarter when, I finally mentioned that, seeing the Greyhounds and seeing Ryan Hanlon here at Johnson Sports Complex reminds me of the time in junior varsity football, and Ryan Hanlon picked me off, went pick 6 for junior varsity football. Like a moment that will live in infamy in his athletic career. Connor Nelson rolling, spinning, back to the line of scrimmage to the 47-yard line, gaining a yard. He was nearly bottled up by the Greyhound defense that time, but Nelson, fleet of foot, stayed on his feet, spun, and did everything he could to get a yard there, 2nd and 9.
The next time Hanlon comes to Tony Sipe Field, I'm going to make sure Glory Days is playing, and we're going to ask him about that play.
You do bring it up to him, and if anybody's following along here in Greyhound land, you just talk to Ryan Hanlon. You ask him, remember that time you had a pick six in junior varsity football, and you think he smiles now. You wait till you see that smile again. I got to see it through the helmet. Nobody talks about the next play when I then threw a touchdown pass, but no, and that's not neither here nor there. It was a junior varsity football game, not like a dream about it or anything. Connor Nelson this time is bottled up in the backfield. Defensively, the Greyhounds coming flying in and stopping the quarterback. Loss of 2 back to the 46. Make it 44-yard line. Loss of 3 on the play. It brings up 3rd down and 12. Final minute, 47 to go. Ada-Borup-West 36, Fosston 14 here in KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com. Stick around. We'll have post-game report, conversations with the coaches, players on the field, and final numbers information and all of our post-game accolades to get to here tonight. KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com. Certainly appreciate you joining us wherever you are, and good number of folks tuning in on YourLiveEvent.com right now for these young guys playing. Good to see that. Thanks for joining us here tonight. Connor Nelson changing the play, or at least directing the play at the line of scrimmage. Back to pass. Firing a pass, incomplete. Incomplete pass as they were trying to find the intended target, Brody Menge in the flats. And an incomplete pass brings up 4th down now for Ada-Borup-West.
Seemed a little bit of confusion there trying to set up that play.
Well, now did you get the feeling like I did that maybe they were changing the play?
No, because I could hear Coach Brainerd yelling some things right now. So, he's trying to get receivers to switch spots and all this. But, that's what happens with the young guys. They don't always do things right the first time. They need a little time to learn.
Section 8, 9-man football score here as it is 8 o'clock. This is KRJB, Ada, Minnesota. Winnimac leads Stephen Argyle 26-8 at the half there. That's on 1480 AM and 99.7 FM KKCQ tonight. As Connor Nelson is in trouble trying to get away from a couple of Greyhound defenders and can't. He goes down in the arms of the Fosston Greyhounds, Dawson Bailey, and that'll be the final play of the football game. Bailey brings down Nelson. He will be dropped for a loss of 4 on the play, and the final horn sounds. The Ada-Borup-West Cougars end the season for the Fosston Greyhounds on the Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard. Final score 36-14. The Greyhounds fall. The Cougars win. The Cougars will be advancing to Saturday, where they will host what looks to be Red Lake County, 2 o'clock here at Johnson Sports Complex. We'll have coverage on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com this coming Saturday from Johnson Sports Complex. The final again, 36-14, Ada-Borup-West over Fosston. Stick around for our post-game report from Home Crown Realty and HomeCrownRealty.com.
Rural Enrichment and Counseling Headquarters, also known as REACH, Neighbors Helping Neighbors. That's their slogan, and it says it all. REACH is a multi-agency human service center that helps families and individuals with counseling, food services, and help and support during the holidays. Things such as the backpack program, food for kids during the weekend, and a holiday meal during Thanksgiving and Christmas are just a few of the things that REACH can do. Check them out at ruralenrichment.org or visit their secondhand stores in Holly and Hendrum.
Hi, I'm Kira, a student at Ada-Borup-West School. I want to thank the Booster Club members for their dedication and contributions to all activities at the school. The Booster Club not only gives time and money, but they also care about us kids. Please consider being a Booster Club member and finding more information at the school office of Ada-Borup-West School.
Hey, what you doing?
Crawling around under my planter trying to figure out if I need any maintenance parts replaced.
It's harvest time, buddy.
Yeah, I know, but the guys at RDK Enterprises keep reminding me to check now, just in case I need something ordered.
What do I look for?
Just give RDK a call and ask some questions. They are the guys I go to for answers.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. We will answer all of your planter questions or come out to your farm and take a look at your planter. Give us a call, 701-636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Welcome to the Ada-Borup-West School. This educational campus is filled with energy and a culture of striving for excellence with academics, fine arts, and athletics. With current enrollment over 700 students who are busy learning and participating in school activities, the administration and staff of Ada-Borup-West School welcomes parents and community members to also participate with support to all students. Learn more of the current success and events at the school website ada.k12.mn.us.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Efficiencies are critical, which is why you need a lender who will find the right loan structure for a strong financial future. You need a lender to look out for your whole farm operation. Ag Country.
In the months of preparation for spring planting, all through the growing season and into the long days of harvest, the team at AgriMax is here to help farmers around the Red River Valley with a complete array of services and products. From seed sales to custom aerial and ground applications, crop protection products, and more. AgriMax will help reach every producer's goal, peak profitability. Contact Eli Swenson at AgriMax today at 218-790-6375 or visit them online at agrimaxllc.com.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career, doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
36-14, Ada-Borup-West defeating Fosston here tonight. Section 8A football, as our post-game report is brought to you by Home Crown Realty and HomeCrownRealty.com. Licensed in Minnesota and North Dakota, you can trust Home Crown Realty when buying or selling real estate. Eric Smart, Brandon Dahl, Home Crown Realty, with our post-game report. And the game summary is mentioned. Get this underway, brought to you by the Benedictine Care Community and Mission Court. Together, a trusted name in senior living. The final score, 8A quarterfinal football tonight. The Ada-Borup-West Cougars, the 2 seed, moved to 8-1 on the season. A 36-14 win over the Fosston Greyhounds. And the Cougars, they were able to get things rolling in the first half, and they did not score in the second half. They went to their second and third string individuals to get out there and play. The Greyhounds did score twice in the second half. We did have running clock in the second half as well. It was Arda Aiden with the field goal just before halftime for the Cougars, making it 36-0. And then in the second half, it was about 2:50 to play in the third quarter when Fosston's Thatcher Palyabicki gets into the end zone. A 27-yard run. The score for Palyabicki, it's in the end zone on a 2-yard run after a 27-yard run that set up the touchdown run. So it was Thatcher Palyabicki on a 2-yard touchdown run, and it was a 2-point conversion pass, making it 36-8. And then with 5:42 to play in the fourth quarter for the Greyhounds, it was Jacob Rudy getting into the end zone, a quarterback 6-yard keeper around the right edge and scoring. 2-point conversion failed. 36-14 was the final score. Ada-Borup-West improves to 8-1, will advance to take on what looks to be Red Lake County. That game has not gone final, but it was 49-14. Red Lake County leading Red Lake. We'll await the final word of when that does go final. But that would be Saturday, 2 o'clock. Ada-Borup-West will host at Johnson Sports Complex. We'd have a 1:30 pregame show on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com on Saturday afternoon. So that's what we know for certain, and we'll have more in the postgame report to talk about. Postgame players and coaches all coming over. But that was the game summary presented to you by the Benedictine Care Community Mission Court campus of the Benedictine Living Community of Ada, part of the Home Crown Realty postgame report. Stick around. Stars of the game and conversations coming up here at the Johnson Sports Complex in Ada as the Cougars are 36-14 winners over the Fosston Greyhounds.
John, Wayne, and Marissa at the Ben and Hoagland Agency of Ada and Moorhead take this time to wish all farm families and farm workers throughout the area a safe and successful harvest. Keep safety in mind when you're out on and around the tractors and trucks and other machinery in the fields and around the farm this harvest season. Don't cut corners when it comes to safety. It could cost a life. John, Wayne, and Marissa at Ben and Hoagland Agency thank you for your business, and they remind you if you have any questions about crop insurance, call or stop and visit with them. The Ben and Hoagland Agency of Ada and Moorhead.
At Community Co-op, we offer our energy solutions programs to help area farm operations. Hi, this is Rocky Bruin. One of our popular programs is our fuel contracting with only 30 cents per gallon upfront payment, and our pricing programs are a couple quick reasons why you would lock in your fuel contracting price with Community Co-op. Let us help you manage your risk. Call 1-888-935-2281 and we can discuss more of your energy solutions programs from Community Co-ops of Lake Park.
You won this year's chili cook-off. Our girls played in the softball finals last spring. You're not just another policyholder to us. We remember your name. Hi, Cheryl.
He remembered my name.
Because it's your name. That's simple human sense.
River's Edge Insurance Agency, Halstead, 218-456-2172.
Jeff, Mary, Dan, Sarah.
Riverview Health, exceptional people, exceptional care.
Riverview Health is pleased to welcome Dr. Vanita Parikh to their team. Dr. Parikh is an experienced interventional pain management physician specializing in effective treatment options to increase functionality and comfort for daily living. For appointments, call Riverview Clinic at 218-281-9595. Dr. Parikh is seeing patients in both the Crookston and East Grand Forks clinics.
Riverview Health.
Home Crown Realty post-game report as the Ada-Borup-West Cougars 36-14 winners over the Fosston Greyhounds. We broadcast from the Laura Tweet and Thrive and Finanzo broadcast booth here tonight as Ada-Borup-West moves on to the playoffs. Section 8A victory here tonight. Down on the field with our stars of the game from American Federal Bank in Ada and the Darren Ramey Agency, Insurance Brokers of Minnesota. Mike Erickson's got some stars of the game.
I've got Lance Kritzberger with me to start here. Lance, touchdown reception today, nice long run there. I bet that felt pretty awesome. So talk about that play a bit.
So basically, Charlie had a great block for me. I was able to basically follow him and bring for a touchdown. It was great execution on both of our parts and good throw by Aiden.
Yeah, it's definitely a team effort there. You got some ice on your knees here. Is this preventative or do we need to be worried?
They're just a little swollen, just got to take care of little bumps and bruises so he can be healthy for the playoffs, and yeah.
Right, yeah, that's definitely a big strategy here. A lot of games in a short period of time here. It sounds like Red Lake County is the next opponent, so definitely a game where Cougars fared pretty well there. Got a lot of takeaways, so you don't want to get overconfident though, right? You got to take them seriously. It could be a total different outcome. So what needs to happen preparation part on your end to make sure the game goes the way you want it to?
I think our defense really needs to step up for that game. They're really heavy running. They don't pass much, but they can pass, and we just need to execute plays and let's just keep this thing rolling.
That's right. Okay, congrats, man. Nice game, and good luck to you on Saturday.
Thank you.
Bet. Okay, I've got Charlie Shaw next. Charles, we mentioned you were in on some key block plays, and we were talking about how you and Lance at those corner positions make for some tough passing lanes in the flats as well. And that's correct me if I'm wrong. You were on the line for a little while at the beginning of the year, right, or not?
Yep, I started at DN, and then these last couple weeks I've been playing weak safety, and then a couple weeks ago I also played cornerback. So I've been doing a little bit of everything this year so far. It's been fun. I like playing all of them. So
yeah, and you're certainly a versatile guy that's capable of doing those types of things. So you just talk about what does that I think about like the play with Lance today. It's not necessarily you're getting like the glory or that type of thing, but you're making those key blocks. How important is that to you and your team?
Well, obviously the goal is to win, and that helps us win. And then you don't get glory like. A lot of people don't mention it, but our team definitely does. During film and stuff, people see on the team that know football and the importance of those blocks see it. So I still get recognized a little bit, even though it's not everyone recognizes it, not all the fans. Our team does, which I appreciate.
Right, for sure, and that's and I think that definitely speaks to the quality of the guys on the team and the friendships that you guys build, and it's a big part of it. So,
Sure.
Good luck on Saturday. You guys played super well, and wishing you the best.
Thank you.
You bet. All right, and here's the guy that we've been waiting for, Kevin, Arda. Arda, you got a chance to kick a few field goals today, and tell me about that. How exciting was that? You got a couple to go through.
Yeah, the both team played well. It was a good game. The kicking part is kind of easy to me.
So remind me, what's your home country?
Turkey.
Turkey. Do you play soccer?
Yeah, I play soccer. I have soccer history.
Okay. So I figured that you look really comfortable kicking the ball, and that's really cool. And that's is it something that you've been working with Coach Wallin a lot? I mean, it's got to be different, right? It's way different than a soccer ball.
Yeah, I make practice separate than a team. I only for kicking.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, so you're kind of our special teams guy. Love it. Okay, well, great game, and good luck to your team on Saturday.
Thank you. See you on Saturday.
Arda Aiden from Turkey. I love it.
Yep, we got him from Turkey.
Nice
All
job.
Right. And here, we've been waiting for this one. Austin's, he's super excited to talk on the radio. He's getting way better at it.
Especially when we turn a camera on him, too,
Yeah. Oh, by the way, there's camera. Did you know that? Yeah. Yeah. Don't let that worry you. Okay. Something that Kevin and I talked about early on, especially in the first quarter, was you've started to play, especially in the last few weeks, with a lot more confidence. You really come into your own. I think it really started to blossom in like the War Road game, and you're running with some real intent. Can you talk to me about that transformation? Are you noticing that too, that you're more comfortable and confident out here?
Yeah, I've definitely gotten more confident from the beginning, where it's kind of my first year getting some reps, and now I'm kind of getting used to it and realizing I'm not any smaller than most of these guys and can go hit them pretty hard too, and not be the nail and can go hit some people.
There you go. Yeah, be the hammer, not the nail. Yeah, I've noticed that as well. We had, on the kickoff play, you had that big hit to force the fumble, and it's been really fun to see that transformation in you. And I like the way that you describe it. You're really noticing your physicality and taking advantage of that. So congratulations on the win. Red Lake County coming up. I know you'll be excited for that. And good luck in the game.
Thank you.
You bet. See you later.
Very good. Thanks a lot, Mike. That is Austin McCraven down on the field with our post-game stars of the game from American Federal Bank in Ada and Darren Ramey Insurance Brokers of Minnesota. Take a quick break. We'll come back. Post-game coaches' comments here on KRJB following the Ada-Borup-West 36-14 win over Fosston on yourliveevent.com and KRJB Radio.
My name is Jared, born and raised in Minnesota, and I'm a project director at Enbridge. Enbridge is more than a pipeline company. It's a company participating in renewable energy projects in Minnesota and abroad, and I'm really proud to be working here.
We believe a cleaner energy future is achievable. For over 20 years, we've been early adopters of renewable energy, and we're proudly committed to net zero emissions by 2050. To hear more from Jared, visit enbridge.com/Jared. That's JERRID.
Farmers, are you shopping for a bank that has many flexible options tailored to fit your farm's unique financing needs? Franzen Bank is an approved Farmer Mac lender, meaning they can offer long-term, fixed-rate loans on equipment, land, operating lines of credit, and more. Being a Farmer Mac approved lender also means Franzen Bank can get you a decision quickly. Learn more at franzenbank.com/FarmerMac. Franzen Bank and Trust. Real people, real results. Member FDIC.
Our post-game show from Home Crown Realty and homecrownrealty.com continues. Ada-Borup-West 36-14 winners over the Fosston Greyhounds. And down on the field, post-game coaches' comments. Mike Erickson has the head coach of Ada-Borup-West, Paul Tingham, following a quarterfinal win in the Section 8A playoffs.
Coach Tingham, we just talked about we're pretty happy with the win, and you achieved your goal of limiting your starters in that second half. Quick turnaround on Saturday. So talk about how important that's going to be.
You know, it is this time of season. First and second round of playoffs in football are just so close together, Tuesday to Saturday, and having the guys be done at halftime was big for us to limit the contact, limit the the reps, and gets our backups some extra time too late in the season. They're well deserving of that because they've been practicing all season and don't always get a lot of playing time, but it's good to get them in there. And most importantly, just getting the starters done and off the field at halftime is huge because we're playing here in 3.5 days basically again. So you want minimal bumps and bruises because it's late in the season and they're there anyway. So yeah, we accomplished that goal and we're happy with the win. And on to the next round. We got Red Lake County Central again that we just played last Wednesday. So obviously we're very familiar with them, and they're a good football team. And we were lucky enough to win the turnover battle bigly, very, very well in the last game, 4-1, and that was a big part of that. We can't count on that turnover battle again, but hopefully we're ready to play Saturday, and it's going to be a definite challenge for us.
Yeah, I think it could be a different game. You never know. I mean, we talked pregame about how it's about playing better than your opponent on that day. The turnover battle could be different. So what's the plan here for preparation the next couple days?
It's just going to be mainly alignment and be in the right spots and just focusing on execution. Both teams at this point you are what you are, and you throw in a wrinkle or two, but it is what it is. And last game, like I said, we were lucky enough to win the turnover battle 4-1, and that played a huge part in our win. We can't rely on that. If you look at the game, neither team punted last game, so neither team really stopped each other besides turnovers. So in a couple fourth down stops, but neither team was in a position backed up where they had to punt the ball. So we didn't expect to win by as much as we won last Wednesday, and I expect this game to come down to the final buzzer, and hopefully we can come on top and do the little things. That's one thing I think we do as a staff and as a team. We emphasize the little things, and those little things add up over the course of a season, and you win a game or two that maybe you shouldn't have won because you do the little things right. And hopefully those things will be taken advantage of again this Saturday by us, and we can hopefully somehow get out of there with a win. Whatever it takes. I don't care if we win by 1 or 30 again, but I highly doubt we're going to win by as much as we won last time. I just want to get the win no matter what it takes.
All right, well, good luck to you, and good luck to your players with their preparation the rest of this week.
Hey, thank you.
Very good. Appreciate that. Mike Erickson down on the field with head coach Paul Tingham, and even a light show for us. Made for some excitement. All of a sudden the light go out here. Shutting them down at the Johnson Sports Complex in Ada on this Tuesday evening. Home Crown Realty postgame report, those postgame coaches' comments with the head coach of the Ada-Borup-West Cougars, Paul Tingham. Stick around, more of our postgame report to come. Maybe we'll get able to get caught up with Coach Eric Ockery. Otherwise, we'll keep things rolling with more of the postgame report after this, following the Cougars' 36-14 win over the Greyhounds on KRJB and your live event.
Whether you're in need of a short-term or long-term care stay, Halsted Living Center offers a variety of first-rate services with a tailored plan to exceed your expectations at any level of care. With Halsted Living Center, there is an attached medical clinic and independent senior housing facility. Physical, occupational, and speech therapy services are available for both inpatient and outpatient. Respite care is available too, as well as hospice services. Call 218-456-2105 for openings available now with Halsted Living Center, or find more information at halstedlivingcenter.com.
Lesmeister Dental is dedicated to providing its patients with the best appropriate dentistry to help them maintain their health, comfort, and beauty for their lifetime. We know every person is different, and we will help you stay healthy and offer the level of care that you desire. With offices in Crookston at 1726 University Avenue, or by phone 253-4204 or 281-4323. See or call Lesmeister Dental today.
Solutions, Hitterdal, Minnesota. Back here on the postgame report from Home Crown Realty and homecrownrealty.com with more of our postgame coaches' comments. Ada-Borup-West 36-14 over the Fosston Greyhounds. Down on the field, Mike Erickson has the head coach of the Fosston Greyhounds, Eric Ockery.
Coach Ockery, what was the message to the boys after the game?
Oh, it's kind of a similar message every year, and it's I always say it's the hard part, because it's guys realizing that you could go play pickup basketball, you can go play a lot of sports more, and football is, you just get to play it a little while, so some guys I think see it coming, some guys don't, and I'm not a super emotional guy, but you see some of your seniors and some of our kids that it's over now for them, so we give them a message of how much we care about them and how proud we are, and we didn't get any wins this year. We had a couple opportunities to get wins, but the program moved forward, and that's what we're looking for. You always want to be perfectionist and say this, that, but that's not reality, So we just want to talk about the kind of things that they did, and in Fosston, we're trying to get the football program back on track, you know what I mean, where we can be competitive and kids want to join and we get our numbers up. And that meant that there were going to be some kids this year and last year that had to really grit through, and they weren't necessarily going to, it was going to be tough to win games, so they had to stick together and trust the process and grind and figure out how to play the game of football, because a lot of them hadn't played, and it's so how to be coached, and there's some highs and lows with that too. I mean, some guys haven't been coached, and it's not the easiest this day and age, and you coach yourself, that's how to receive constructive criticism and how to not get defensive about it and put the dukes up. But we had a really good group of kids this year and a very supportive group of parents, and it's just hard because it's over, and for me too. I'm almost 20 years in this, and you don't want it to be. I'm almost every year. You don't want it to be over. You want to keep going. Despite the fact it's getting cold out here, but you want it to keep going, and you want the kids to be able to play longer and stick together and be together, and it ends. All team sports end. So it's kind of a good life lesson, for cherishing the moment and enjoying one another and being present and all those things.
Well, Coach, when we talked about wins and losses don't define your season, and there's lots of other ways to have success. Just what you've said really speaks to me and really aligns to what you mentioned previously about that. So congratulations on your efforts and your success that you found throughout the year. And we wish you the best of luck in the future too.
Hey, thanks a lot. We love coming to Ada. This is a first class place, and it's such a wonderful place to play, and a lot of really good sportsmanship, and we love to compete against you guys, and we wish you guys the best of luck in the playoffs.
Thank you.
That is Eric Ockery joining Mike Erickson down on the sidelines here in our postgame report, postgame coaches' comments on our Home Crown Realty postgame show here tonight from the Johnson Sports Complex in Ada. Where Ada-Borup-West knocks off Fosston, Section 8A football here tonight. In the quarterfinal round, Ada-Borup-West will advance to take on Red Lake County. It'll be right here at the Johnson Sports Complex on Saturday. 2 o'clock is the kickoff time. Mahnomen-Waubun will play Polk County West at 2 o'clock over in Mahnomen. Both games will be on yourliveevent.com. Both games with R&J Sports on KRJB and KRJM Radio this Saturday afternoon. The Home Crown Realty postgame report continues. We'll come back, name our super sub of the game. We still have RDK Enterprises, Enbridge Energy, and Halstead Telephone Company postgame accolades to dole out too after the Cougar victory over the Greyhounds, 36-14, Section 8A football playoffs on KRJB and your live event.
We're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Escape the Minnesota winter, March 10th through 19th, as we become immersed in Hawaiian culture and take in the breathtaking views of Oahu, Kauai, and Maui. Enjoy a balance of scheduled must-see attractions and free time to relax in paradise. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ, for more information.
Hi, this is Paul Peterson from Security State Bank in Oakley. Have you been dreaming of getting a new vehicle, recreational vehicle, or want to take a special vacation? Security State Bank can help. Our hometown service and experience can make your dreams a reality. For great rates and service that is second to none, talk to Wyatt or me today by stopping in or calling 218-796-5157. Security State Bank of Oakley, your hometown bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
We've been around long enough to know that research in the lab reaps rewards in the field. At the Cess van der Haaf Innovation Center, we're working to develop sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature. We're dedicated to improving what we produce, so you can be too. Contact your local Cess van der Haaf dealer to learn about our varieties suited for your soils. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Cess van der Haaf, a passion that grows.
Thunder Seed has over 4 generations of experience in the field. Through innovation, technology, and hard work, we put farmers first by providing high-quality products. We pride ourselves on developing quality soybean, corn, wheat, and corn silage seed for dealers and growers across our region. We are invested in being your partner throughout the full cycle of your harvest. Thunder Seed, first in the field, family-owned and farmers first.
Post-game report from Home Crown Realty following Ada-Borup-West's victory over Fosston tonight, 36-14 in the Section 8A playoffs as the Cougars advance take on Red Lake County this Saturday right here at Johnson Sports Complex in Ada on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com. Subway Ada with our Super Sub of the Game presentation. Before and after the game, stop by Subway Ada and eat fresh. I have plans on Saturday morning now for a breakfast pizza from Subway and Ada. That's like the Saturday thing that so that's a good option for you too. They have pizza at Subway and Ada. I would recommend them knocking down a breakfast one. You need steak or sausage or ham or bacon on there. I'd go with the bacon. That's just me. Anyway, Subway Ada, eat fresh. Giving a 5 free 6-inch sub to our super sub. And we're going to go with Arda Aiden. He came in and kicked the extra points, got 2 of them, and the 25-yard field goal. Arda Aiden, super sub of the game, receives a free 6-inch sandwich courtesy of Subway Ada. Eat fresh. The Home Crown Realty post-game report continues. Let's name our Halstead Telephone Company Post-Game Connection. Halstead Telephone Company. They are how to connect. HalsteadTel.com. Halstead Telephone Company. Local and reliable? Yeah, you could trust it. It's how to connect. Learn more at HalsteadTel.com. Halstead Telephone Company and the Post-Game Connection. The air, again, Ada-Borup-West connected on 5 touchdowns through the air from Aiden Markison. The Post-Game Connection from Halstead Telephone Company. They are how to connect. More to come from the Johnson Sports Complex in our post-game show from Home Crown Realty. Ada-Borup-West 36-14 winners over Fosston on KRJB and your live event.
At Ultima Bank Minnesota, we've been helping area farmers for generations. The experienced lenders can work with you and your family to help guide you through ag business financing. Ultima Bank Minnesota can help with crop insurance, government program lines, operating lines of credit, real estate loans, equipment loans, and livestock financing. Stop by their offices in Winger, Fosston, Plummer, Bemidji, and East Grand Forks. Ultima Bank Minnesota. Member FDIC.
My roots run deep. I dream of a world where planting a seed can bring forth the food and knowledge our world needs right now. The field is my classroom, and I have the power to make a difference. I am going to feed the world someday.
When you have a project that requires rock, gravel, crushed asphalt, or crushed concrete, or you need some trenching work done, call Visser Trenching of Ada. They'll move the dirt, they'll haul the rock, they'll take care of you. They do a great job. Call Visser Trenching Ada, 784-4381. Good luck, teams, from everyone at Visser Trenching.
West Main Pizza is adding new items on their list of sweet treats. Introducing Monkey Bread and Cinnamon Sugar Crisp Pizza.
The monkey bread is a soft bread with cinnamon sugar and caramel baked and served in a skillet. The cinnamon sugar crisp pizza is topped with cinnamon sugar and a glazed drizzle. Available in 8, 12, or 16-inch pie sizes. Try these and the many other sweet treats from West Main Pizza. Call in your order at 784-3700. Take out or dine in at West Main Pizza.
Home Crown Realty post-game report. RDK Enterprises precision player of the game here tonight following Ada-Borup-West 36-14 win over the Fosston Greyhounds here tonight. KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com. Austin McCraven for his some of the duties he did that showed up, didn't necessarily show up on the main score box or the box score here today. Did some things, made some plays. Precision play, though, tonight was knifing in on that kick return and forcing a fumble on it. I thought that was one. The pads popping, you could hear it in the booth. And that's a long ways away at the Johnson Sports Complex. You could hear it in the booth, and it was a direct result. Fumble, special teams play. Outside of the other stuff he did, precision player of the game goes the way of Austin McCraven of Ada-Borup-West here tonight. We're broadcasting from the Laura Tweet and Thrivent Financial radio booth and broadcast booth here tonight. Planning for retirement, saving for the future. Visit with Laura Tweeten, your Thrivent representative in Ada and Ulen today. We'll come back. One more break. We'll come back. Enbridge Energy player of the game and our final stats on the way after Ada-Borup-West win 36-14 over Fosston tonight. KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com.
Harvest is here, and that means we all need to be careful. Hello, this is Bethany Rentz with Irie Insurance. We want to make sure everyone up and down the valley has a safe and successful harvest. Take extra special care in your travels. Slow-moving combines, mud-covered roads, and debris are just a few things during harvest that can be dangerous. So take your time, watch your surroundings, and most of all, be patient and slow down. For more harvest safety tips, go to irieins.com.
You're protected and appreciated at Irie.
Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity provider.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Efficiencies are critical, which is why you need a lender who will find the right loan structure for a strong financial future. You need a lender to look out for your whole farm operation. Ag Country.
Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North Ada with this just arrived 2018 model MT740 Challenger with 18-inch tracks, 2,000 hours, 400 horsepower, 6 remotes, CVT transmission, priced at $305,000. New trade Versatile 846 with 18 4x38 tires, one owner tractor priced at $39,000. And don't forget the early order discount program now for Amity Bead Equipment. Talk to Chuck O'Neill at Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North Ada, 218-784-2961.
This is Nick Gordon, your ag business banker at American Federal Bank in Ada. I'm proud to call Ada my hometown and look forward to helping you with any of your ag, business, or other banking needs. I would enjoy visiting with you and help you achieve your goals. Please come by the bank or call me, Kasha, or Carly at American Federal Bank in Ada, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
36-14 Ada-Borup-West defeating Fosston here tonight. In our final numbers, we'll get to those. The Enbridge Energy player of the game. Enbridge Energy, life takes energy, and of course, reliable energy is very important too, and that's the mission with Enbridge Energy. Enbridge Energy tomorrow is happening right now. More than ever, the world needs safe and secure and sustainable, affordable sources of energy. TomorrowisOn.com. Tomorrowison.com. Life takes energy. Enbridge Energy player of the game tonight. Yeah, you can't not. Aiden Markison, 11 of 20, 230 yards and 5 touchdowns. He's gone 6 touchdowns, he's gone 4 touchdowns, and 5 touchdowns in the last 3 weeks. And all through the air for Mr. Markison of the Ada-Borup-West Cougars, leading the Cougars to victory here tonight with 5 touchdown passes in the first half. And the Cougars win it 36-14 over the Fosston Greyhounds. That wraps up the post-game report from Home Crown Realty and homecrownrealty.com. We'll get to the final stats after we say one more time a kudos to the guys in the trenches. Visser Trenching, they're in the trenches each and every day, and they want to salute those in the trenches as well. Visser Trenching wishing good luck to all area teams during the tournament season. Visser trenching in the trenches. The post-game report going to wrap up here with our Christian Motors of Fertile and ChristianCarsOnline.com. Final stats, ChristianCarsOnline.com. We make it easy with the family at Christian Motors. The final stats here this evening. For the Fosston Greyhounds was Thatcher Palihapitiya 0 for 1 through the air. Greyhounds had 139 yards of rushing, all coming in the second half. 37 in the first half, so 102 in the second half. Ethan Gray, 7 carries, 16 yards. Gavin Gray, 15 carries, 49 yards. Thatcher Palihapitiya, 6 carries, 38 yards, and a touchdown. Kelton Gray had 5 carries for 29 yards. And Jacob Rudy, 1 carry for 6 yards and a touchdown. Palihapitiya had that score. And it was Brody Sather with a carry for 1 yard. Greyhounds in the football game turned it over. I'm going to flip through these pages here. Turnover numbers had 4 turnovers and 4 penalties, totaling 30 yards, 7 first downs. Greyhound season ends 0-9. The Ada-Borup-West Cougars advancing. They had 254 yards of offense, just 3 yards of offense in the second half. Aiden Markison, 11 of 20, 230 yards and 5 touchdowns. Connor Nelson, 0 for 1 through the air. Leading rusher for Ada-Borup-West here tonight was Cameron Spaeth, 1 carry for 14 yards. Otherwise, Brendan Fetting at 6 yards on 2 carries. Trenton Sipp at 4 yards. Wyatt Larson, 2. -7 for Sean Green. He had the most carries. Just tough on a 12-yard loss. He had to jump on a fumble. Kind of sent him backwards there. Connor Nelson had 3 carries for -6, including 4 yards lost on the last play. Luke Jalbert, 3 carries for 2. Aiden Markison, 4 carries for 9. Amos Facino, carry for 1 yard. He's in the book. Cameron Spaeth, 5 catches, 88 yards, 2 scores. Lance Gritzberger, 2 catches, 76 yards, 2 touchdowns. It's efficient. Charlie Shaw had a catch for 12 yards and a score. Austin McCraven, 2 catches, 35 yards, and was Brendan Fetting, 2 carries, 21 yards. 2 catches, 21 yards, 254 total yards, 230 through the air, 24 on the ground. Cougars, a lot of penalties, though. They had 6 first downs, no turnovers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 penalties. 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 yards in penalties for Ada-Borup-West tonight. They, though, with the victory, move on to take on Red Lake County at Johnson Sports Complex in Ada on Saturday afternoon. It'll be a 2 o'clock kick, 1:30 pregame show. Bison football will be pushed back in coverage. We'll join that in progress after the game on a Saturday afternoon. The Ada-Borup-West Cougars and the Red Lake County Rebels will rematch on Saturday for the semifinals of 8A football. Thanks to our sponsors for our broadcast today. We ask that you please thank our sponsors with your patronage. At the very least, tell them thank you for helping make the coverage possible. And thanks to you for tuning in wherever you are. We appreciate it. Thanks to Mike Erickson joining me. He's now warmed up here. The heat in the booth was certainly nice. We appreciate that. Fun working with you, Mike. A lot of fun. Good season. You go and enjoy the Gophers on Saturday, okay? Thumbs up. And thanks to Kaylin back in the studios, KRJB. She'll have the RNJ Sports Nightcap. More information to pass along. Thanks to also Natan Visser running the show behind the scenes at yourliveevent.com tonight. Thanks, Natan. Appreciate you. Final score, Ada-Borup-West 36-14 over Fosston in the quarterfinals of 8A football. From the Johnson Sports Complex in Ada, I'm Kevin Kochman saying so long and have a great night, everybody.